Hello, everyone. It's that wonderful time of the year that we can all get together and tell everyone how much they've disappointed us this year. Welcome to the From the 108 Festivus live show. Here with me tonight is my co-host, Sox Machine, Josh Nelson, my taller, girthier brother, Beef Loaf, and the greatest hype man in the biz, my Sox Summer.
Yo.
And before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to our friends over at Mazda of Orland Park. They've supported us all damn year. The fact that they get behind a podcast and show like this, it tells you why you should get a Mazda. So thank you to them, and thank you for all the support. And we look forward to an amazing 2022 with you guys. And fellas, wrong one.
Don't go.
I think everyone's seen that already. Fellas, you know what I want to know first, man? What are you drinking?
Yeah.
What are you drinking? Beef, I'll start with you, friend.
Baby, I'm feeling a little sexy tonight. So I got to channel my inner Leon Phelps, and I'm going with the little Cavassier. All right? It's the only elixir I could do on Festivus to properly channel my man, the character Tim Meadows so successfully played on SNL and also in the movie The Ladies, man, Leon Phelps.
What is Cavassier? A blend of what?
It's a blend of pure sexuality. Don't you worry about it, baby.
I don't know much about Cavassier. How much alcohol is in Cavassier?
It's cognac, so it's like I think it's like 40%. It's not that bad.
That's pretty good for a.
Yeah, we're gonna be sipping on it. You know, yeah. So I think it's
we're only gonna go like
40% alcohol by volume. We're gonna be drinking, like we do normally. When I got the tequila going, we got the cognac going tonight.
We're only going like 3.5, 4 hours.
Not
you should
bad.
be fine.
Josh,
what are you drinking?
To stay hydrated.
I am drinking one of my favorite beers during the season from Stone Brewery. It's the Jocavesa, but they have the Tres Leches version, and it is delicious. And a ballpark hack is that if you get the nacho helmet, it also makes as a great impromptu beer cooler. So I'm ready to go. I am ready to go. For everyone that wants to see 3-beer Josh Nelson, you'll definitely get that tonight.
What's the percentage on that there?
On that
8.5%.
Ooh, I didn't realize that. Damn.
Oh, we're coming up firing.
Hell yeah.
My Sox
And
Summer.
It is going down smooth.
My Sox Summer, what are you doing over there, man? What do you got?
I'm sipping on a little of this stuff right here. You got the Whiskey Acres, and it's the blue popcorn. This was I think it's a $50 bottle that I was given. I got a gift card from our guy Chris Tannehill because I hooked him up with some bobbleheads. So he sent me over Vinnie's gift card. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to splurge and get a nice bottle. So that's a 97 proof bourbon. I'm going to have one of those, and we'll see. I will then go into the Knob Creek Smoked Maple, which I have a fresh bottle because our guy, Aloha Mr. Ham, bought me one of these for Christmas.
Nice.
So I will be on the floor later looking for you guys and my contact.
The good thing is the whiskey probably won't get you tonight.
No, this is
wait,
bourbon.
It's gonna get you. It's gonna get you. It's gonna get you.
What are you drinking, chorizo?
You know what, man? I had to go with old reliable here. The Goose Island Christmas IPA. It is delicious. This can is awesome. It's a 7.5%, I believe. So I gotta pace myself because I actually have to intro the guests. So we'll see how poorly I do that, and who knows what kind of names we got coming up later. So I'm just trying to keep it slow, keep it even keeled. See how we do.
Now, Treasy, do you want to mention to the audience that I have a newfound power on the show tonight?
Yeah. So here's one of the cool things that just happened was this week. I think it just happened this week. The company that we used to do this made some settings changes, and we can have more than one person controlling the YouTube comments. So Beef is going to be bringing up all the YouTube comments. So just why don't you test it out? I saw a few that were kind of nice.
I saw one that I really liked. I caught my eye immediately.
I
you know which one it's going to be.
Why don't you pop that up and see?
There we go.
That wasn't it.
Beef has already had. There's no listeners though. There's no podcast listeners, so everyone's watching it. You can see exactly what that comment is by Alexis. Enjoy.
Speaking of that, Beef, I mean, like you are topless, right? Mm-hmm. My Sock Summer, I think we see what's going on there. He's got the beautiful crown of lights. Yep. Josh, I feel like you've got a very special sweater. I want to see this sweater. I think you're going to show this to the people. And that's the beer pong. Oh, look at that. That is
detachable balls. That's awesome.
Yes, beautiful balls. I never thought I'd get to see Josh's balls on this broadcast, but I'm so happy we did.
You saw all 8 of them.
They're so sticky.
Yeah. Velcro balls.
They got in the hot pot by mistake last night. Who knew? We didn't know. I didn't see it.
No, this was a fun Christmas sweater I wore a couple years ago. I would just pass out the Velcro balls to random people. So if you saw me at the party, you could just whip these at me and they just stick. And you got a free shot because I had to carry. I forgot what bottle of liquor I was carrying around. But if you actually got it into one of the cups, you got a shot.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful, man. I love that.
And I still have all the balls, which is impressive.
All the balls. Teresa,
you
this
do
is
have
the
all
comment
the balls.
you thought I was going to show, isn't it? This is one of the comments you thought I'd show. 5 hours, we're not going to get back of our lives. Thanks, Shane. Appreciate that.
I saw Billy Wires getting up in there. I thought you were going to post some of his stuff. That's where I thought you were going to do. But I think maybe that's a later in the night thing. But one thing I want to do, tell everybody. So if you want to post your grievances in the comments, we would love it, first of all. But hashtag it with hashtag GFY. So we know it's one that you want us to show. And then we will show a bunch of them during the show. Ones like this. And I think,
yes!
Josh, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
Oh, man. First of all, is that really an Esquire? Really? With that opinion? If you are, they should just take away your law license. Like, no. And by the way, Coca-Cola, the way that you advertise Mr. Pibb, that it's a spicy cola, there's nothing spicy about it. And first of all, why would you make a spicy soda? It falls so short. So short. I would rather have Dr. Thunder, the Walmart brand of Dr. Pepper than Mr. Pibb.
Man,
Dr. Thunder was pretty good.
It is actually pretty good. That is true. Dr. Thunder, it does hold up. It's it's the version of Dr. Pepper you would get at Taco Bell. Slightly flat, but the taste is there.
We don't have appropriate Taco Bell knowledge, so I apologize.
That's the only thing that's flat at Taco Bell. Everything else is very round and very
soggy.
Luscious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Smells like
I
beans.
I like Mr. Pibb. Sue me. All right.
Yeah, I do.
And if you sue me, I got a lawyer.
The lawsuit's coming. Yeah, evidently. Evidently.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think that, if we're looking at great grievances across the Twitterverse, I think there's been a bunch today, and so I've grabbed a few. I'll sporadically show them throughout the show, but let us just give you a rundown real quick of who you're going to see tonight.
Yeah.
So in probably about 10 minutes or so, we're going to start off with the guests, and the first one up is going to be Alyssa Bergamini. Then we're going to have Janice, Jimmy Vinicky, Nick Murawski, Sammy Davis Jr. 5000, which is going to be interesting because no one's ever seen his face.
Yeah.
We'll see if we actually do see his face.
Yeah.
Vinnie Parise, who I think My Sock Summer has talked a massive amount of shit to, so we'll see what happens there.
All of My Sock Summer.
Mine Beefs and My Sock Summer's wives are going to join and
That's
give
trouble.
grievances against us, which I am very terrified of. And we'll see how well that goes. And then we'll close it out with Unprotected Sox, who has been getting hammered on the internet today about people are going to turn off when he shows up. So I'm very excited to see how that goes. It should be a hell of a show. Guys, who do you think is going to? I'm going to give you three options here. I put up a poll earlier. I'm going to give you three options, and I'm going to ask you, who do you think will have the best grievances of the night? Will it be from the 108? So, and Josh, that'll include you here.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
You can be honorary member of a well-respected White Sox blog and podcast. Okay? Finally, for the first time in your life, you will be associated with people that are very well respected, not only in the community that we have built, but also everywhere around the world.
That's actually the first grievance, the real grievance of the show. Is my grievance towards Josh is when we go on Sox Machine podcast, he wants us to be all professional, and then he comes on our show and acts like a fucking knucklehead. That's how
but that is our request as well.
It, Josh,
we know the deal. We know the deal. All right.
So us four grievances, the guests' grievances, or the commenters' grievances. Who's gonna take it home as the best grievances? Go ahead, my Sock Summer.
I was just gonna say something already. Luke is definitely high. He's been firing off comments in the comment section already. He asked me why I sound like I've been hanging out with people that didn't wash their hands. I take offense to that, sir. I tested negative for COVID already. I'm good. I went out and lived life, and then I immediately regretted it because everybody we knew got COVID. So not my family, but most everybody. So anyway, we all tested a negative, so we're fine. I just sound like shit. No big deal. Second, he just put up a grievance about getting his free giveaway box from the Sox.
Yes.
Sox at the end of the year. Motherfucker. This is your first season as a season ticket holder. They hooked you up with what? BMO box seats at the Bulls game? Just fucking sit the fuck down and wait for your goddamn box. Okay? You don't need to be getting all antsy and getting all upset. So anyway, to answer your question, Shreezy, the comment people are not winning this. I'm going to go with one of our guests. I was going to go with Janice because she's angry. I know she is. I see it online all the time. But she's a little sick. She's a little under the weather. So unless she shows up drinking Jägermeister, I can't go with her. I'm going to go with Sammy Davis. Well, okay. I can't go with Sammy Davis Jr. even though I want to because I know what he's going to do and it's fucking straight fire. But I can't go with him either. So my vote goes for the only person that I can remember at this point. Unprotected Sox.
Ooh,
that's a lot of pressure because they are last.
He's got to close.
He's got
to close the event.
Yep. And all we're talking here is overall guests. So I'm guessing you're going with guests. So, but I like that you specified one person.
I'm sorry.
So,
I
Beef,
apologize.
What do you think? No, you're good.
I mean, I love our show. I love the guests we have on, and I love that we do it in 90s rap album style. I was listening to Doggy Style today, and everyone gets a taste on Doggy Style. Corrupt and Daz and Lady of Rage and Dre, and everyone comes on and does their thing, and that's how we do the show. But our guests, our comment people, our YouTube comment people are as undefeated as the 1972 Miami Dolphins. They're going to come through big with some grievances tonight, some stuff that's going to have us rolling. They've got to get a little lubricated though right now. They're just getting their sea legs. Let's wait about an hour, 90 minutes into the show, and then they'll be pouring in on us. I can't wait for it. And remember, if you want to air a grievance and you're in the YouTube comments, hashtag that GFY, baby. GFY, hashtag it. Thank you.
Jack just did one. Loaf, get on that. Please.
See, Loaf's not even paying attention.
Nope. He's just
bouncing
nothing around, playing with his balls, I'm assuming, because
yeah, I don't
there it is, baby. It was kind of way up the thing there.
Oh yeah, it's so far up there.
It is on ours.
That's a good one. I'm not gonna lie. I agree with you on that. Like the morning rush hour, it's like, what the fuck, man? I want to go back home so I can get to work easy.
I feel like I feel like Jack is actually out there in the street dodging these cars, though. So I think
Probably.
that's the difference for him.
His little
Blowing up the mail.
Does Jack drive one of those little mail trucks around?
I assume
The
so, right? Like
go-karts.
He's got to have one of those bad boys.
He doesn't look like Jerry doing the mail where he's just like strolling and like, hello. He's not doing that. He's got shorts on and flip-flops, and it's -30, though I know that for sure.
Someone keeps saying my internet's all jacked up. Am I like
up.
bouncing in and out?
Hey, you're fine.
It's okay.
Okay.
You're just getting a little fuzzy here. And
Pixelated.
I'm getting a little fuzzy.
I don't think it's your internet. Maybe you need a little more light or something. I know that's what happened with me.
It's the internet.
Think it's the internet?
It's the internet.
If anyone knows, it's my Sock Summer.
Yeah.
Oh,
my internet just gives up. Yours like struggles through it. Mine just is like, fuck you.
Here you go. Here's a grievance, and Roxy had a bunch of them today. Roxy had a great thread.
That's a great one.
Peyton had a great thread today. Here's another Roxy grievance for you.
Oh wow! I feel like that's a shot directly at Beef Loaf.
100% at you too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Tracy.
I mean, that's how I drink my coffee. I rarely ever talk about it.
Well, if I know it, then you've said it a lot.
It's tremendous.
I hardly talk to you, nor do I listen to you.
Well, then you might have just made that up.
You're getting tips from IT professionals out there, Treasy. So you might have to follow this rule.
All right.
If I do that, we lose the whole show.
I am 100% in agreement with not even trying to fight for this power. Loaf is going to kill this. He's doing a great job. It's yet another thing he will dominate in White Sox Twitter.
Well, that's why Tracy didn't ask me. But who's going to have the best grievances?
Oh, you didn't even ask you.
Listen, I'm almost done with beer 1.
Yes.
And I'm telling you guys right now, once beer 3 kicks in, and I'm more than 25% joke of Asa, you better step up your game. And I'm calling out the wives. All right.
Oh, wow.
They better step up their game.
Risky.
I want juicy grievances. All right. Quarantine, don't come in being all shy, being a little mouse. No, come in hard. All right. Now I know Mrs. Beefloaf, she's gonna tear Beefloaf a new one.
Oh yeah.
There's no doubt about that. But
I did it on Twitter last night. I put a tweet out there. No one took a picture. I had the sweater on with the neck and I said no one took a picture of it. And her response was, "Everyone's tired of your shit."
yeah,
that's pretty much true.
So that's my expectation is that they're gonna bring the house down. But if they do not, by the time we get to them, my nacho helmet is going to be pretty empty. And we know where that goes. I'll wear the nacho helmet. Yeah, there you go.
Yes,
I love it.
I've seen that happen. It's not very pretty. The cheese sideburns are always a good
There's
look.
no cheese in there, dude.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you didn't see the bottom yet. How do you know?
It's been through the dishwasher so many times. It's stained yellow inside of the helmet.
I figured it was just like cold cheese at the bottom, keeping the beer cold.
It became the piss helmet after it stored the nachos. Yeah, I get it.
Hey, sometimes you need that for a long drive.
It's true.
That's gross.
You can't piss in anything better than just a big, dramatic plastic helmet.
What a chamber pot.
Josh, I agree. I think one thing about what you said though is like you're like, hey, the wife's got to come in here and really tear these guys up. There's no way any of them are watching right now.
Oh no!
So they didn't see you say that. But
your wife is though. She commented.
I will tell you.
True, she did. Yeah.
If I'm putting money on anybody,
oh yeah,
I'm putting it on Mama Summer to come in and just say something. Not even like a great like grievance, just like something really mean to my Sock Summer.
Yeah.
Like I could just see her coming in and being like, "You are a horrible husband," and then just bouncing.
But not like that. She'll say it more eloquently, where we kind of feel bad for him. You know, like if she said that, I'd just laugh. I wouldn't feel that bad. You know, it's like okay, yeah, maybe.
By the way, in the comment section, those are saying I'm a lightweight. 1, yes. But 2, I mean, we're talking about 8.5% beers. I know some of you guys out there and your Miller Lite buckets. That's 2 of these. Your 5 Miller Lite bucket is 2 of what I am drinking. So let's calm down now. All right. Now I know some people who are joining the show are going super hard and they're going straight to the 10%, which God bless them. I hope they hold up for the rest of the night.
They won't.
We will see what happens. We will see what happens. But I think we're about to have our first guest here. And
Ooh.
you've seen her on the scoreboard at Sox Park. You've heard her on 670 The Score. She's literally everywhere a Sox fan could be, including here.
Yeah.
And now she's here to tell you who or what has earned her grievances for this year. Welcome to Alyssa Bergamini.
Woo!
Hello,
Yes.
gentlemen.
Go.
What's up, Alyssa?
How are you guys? I should have been more festive. I don't have enough holiday stuff, but you guys look great.
You're fine.
I won a Dallas Keuchel signed jersey at the end of White Sox party.
Ooh.
Or,
Let's see
well,
that.
you can't really. Well,
There
I don't
you
know
go.
where
Yeah.
it's at.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see it.
no, yeah,
You see
yeah.
it.
Whatever. So
Holy
I just
moly.
put this on. This is me being festive.
Wonderful.
Apparently, we can't go below Alyssa's waist either because she also is not wearing pants like beef.
No pants.
Well,
It's
I've
cool.
got
We-
something harnessing my suspenders. Okay, don't worry about it.
I figured you were tied directly to an exercise ball. I figured that's what's going
You know,
on.
that's a secret not everyone knows. I do the podcast on the exercise ball chair. And I don't know if I told you this, Treasy, but I had my in-laws in, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and a couple of their kids. My brother-in-law decided to work in this office down here. And when I came down, I thought, oh, he's working in my office. I came down, he had ripped the exercise ball chair out and put a regular chair on. I'm like, yeah, you couldn't take the exercise ball chair. You didn't want this during your work day. I see you right now.
I like that you think people don't know you sit on an exercise ball for this. You
You're like-
bounce like
I
half
would
of
never
the
have
show.
known that.
What,
You
Alyssa,
see?
you would have caught on when he was like this at like 10 minutes later.
I get a
I'm
groove
intrigued
going.
by this.
I get a vibe.
So, Alyssa, welcome to the show. Before we
Thank
get
you.
started, what are you drinking tonight?
So this is courtesy of Matthew Rooney. He left it at my apartment, so now I'm drinking
nice.
it. It is
It's okay.
the infamous White Sox beer from Goose Island.
Yeah, beautiful. The
So
golden
I'm,
ale. Love
I'm
that
cracking this open right now. I've been waiting for this moment.
beer. Let's hear it. Ah, nice.
There we
Beautiful.
go.
Nice.
It's great.
So let's get into it. Let's hear at least one grievance. But if you have
Oh,
more,
I wrote
we
down
are-
a few.
We're willing to go through each and every one of them.
Okay, so I tried to make this not super White Sox related because I would like to keep my job for the upcoming seasons ahead.
Seems reasonable. That seems
That's
So
good.
I'm
Yeah.
going a little bit more not necessarily baseball themed, so just a little bit of everything. So I'm gonna start with the first one. And as I was walking home from the Score Studios here, I saw it. So this confirms I have to say it. I cannot stand when people dress their cars up with reindeers, putting a Rudolph nose on it. It's distracting. It's stupid. It's a waste of money. And I'm so sorry if anyone is listening as that. The eyelashes, and people put the eyelashes on the cars. I can't deal with that. It's stupid.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
my car does not have a wardrobe. I don't know about you guys. Your cars have no clothes.
Your
No,
car,
and-
your car doesn't need
bareback
that.
out there into the
You
wild,
don't-
you know?
You don't have a wardrobe. So I mean, why would you
What do
have
mean?
Yeah.
that?
My dad lent me these. It's
Hey,
not a wardrobe.
listen, it putting antlers on the car though keeps me from getting carjacked. Maybe I'll put
Oh,
antlers on the car.
I would literally
I-
carjack someone's car for simply having that.
I don't know.
That's a
I was
reason
gonna say,
too.
I don't know how
agree.
that's
Yeah,
a deterrent.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know how
that's
that's a
the
deterrent.
reason that you do
And-
it.
You know?
And I do think you're more prone to get pulled over. Don't you think?
100%. Yes. 100%.
Does anyone get pulled over in Chicago?
Because you become
I just get a
spectacle.
speeding ticket.
You
in the
become
mail.
they look at you.
The red light.
You're a
Yeah.
spectacle. You want to stay incognito when you're out
Wow.
there and
Wow.
driving around. You don't want to be raise attention. I agree.
The other thing
Yes.
I don't understand with that though is like you like putting stuff on the outside of your car like that. Our weather is terrible. Like why
Yeah,
would you,
it's going to just be ruined.
like you're gonna have like you do the eyelashes on the front, one is gone. Week one.
One gone.
And now
No.
you've just got like one-eyed reindeer. That's kind of sad.
Or worse, you have all these like if it's in the late fall and you drive out in the suburbs, you have all these bugs that crash into your windshield. You have all these dead bugs on the eyelashes, and
Yeah,
they get
no
all
one, no one
crusty.
needs that.
I'm gonna have to disagree, Teresi, because I have a Fiat Rabbit that stays on our block, and the eyelashes are there constantly. Alyssa, I was dropping some stuff off at the post office today. You would have
Yes.
loved this. It was a sports utility vehicle. No, I don't say SUV. It's a sports utility vehicle. It had antlers in the front windows and the back windows. And I'm looking at this, and here's what I'm looking at. I'm going, you know what? There's an older kid in that family that was like, how come I don't get a fucking antler in my car, in my seat? And the mom's like, you know what? Fuck it. We're putting a goddamn antler on every goddamn window. So they did. It's like so many of them. And I was like, okay. It must be the whole fucking sleigh. Okay.
So fun / intriguing story. A few years ago, I accidentally ripped up my eyelashes with a curling one. My sister's walking in, so I'm actually going to be speaking about her. And my sister thought it was funny to possibly buy the eyelashes that go on the car.
Yes.
And I told her she simply can't.
Yes.
Elena's more than welcome to come on the show.
They said you are welcome to come on the show.
Me and Elena had a moment where
wait, I gotta have her listen. Let me turn my AirPods off.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We good?
She's on mute.
She's on mute.
Hold on.
She muted herself.
Yeah, Kevin's also got a good comment about things on cars. The trucks that put the balls in the back of their car, that's stupid.
Yeah, those are
nuts
too.
They're truck nuts.
I'm sure he sees a lot of them in Vegas.
I grew up with them. Come on.
Oh, you're still muted, Alyssa.
Still muted, Alyssa. We still got you. Yeah, I don't know. I've never thought to trick out my car in a way where it has features of an animal like that. Usually you go with rims or something cool. Like.
Have you ever done a car flag though, like a White Sox car flag?
No. Like all of this seems like too much effort for no gain.
Exactly right.
Because you got to roll down the window, and then you got to stick your car flag, and you got to roll back up. Yeah.
Oh, now she's good.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, we hear you.
All right.
I wish Elena could hear. Here, put this in.
Yeah, there you go. Get one ear in there. That's right. Listen in on this.
She's like, so hi, Elena.
Elena, hello.
I'm sure you.
Welcome.
He's gonna tell a story about you.
we're at I think we're at Turtles, and we're walking back from Turtles, and it was a weird night. Had been drinking, was kind of drunk, and I know who Elena is, but Elena doesn't know who I am. And so we're walking through the intersection. I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? And she looks at me like, who the fuck is this guy? And why is he there? And I'm like, oh my God, she doesn't even know who I am. I just said, hey, what's up? And then like,
I'm
some
sure
random
she messaged
dude.
me after and said,
I always run into people that I assume think that I'm Alyssa, and then I'm like, I think someone.
we're one of the same.
Oh boy,
Oh my God,
I got this one.
Oh,
You
I
say
love
hi.
your daughters.
You remember Alyssa? That's her sister,
Maybe.
Elena.
She's lying. Look at you. You can tell she's
You
lying.
had that cute butterfly on your face.
The butterfly on your face. She said, remember when we went to the rally?
Mm-hmm.
And she let you use her mic, but you didn't even want to talk into
Oh
it?
yeah.
Oh, so we got one little thing. Here, put your face up closer. Open your mouth so they can see.
Oh.
That's the first tooth.
Oh, is the tooth fairy gonna come?
I hope so.
Give her the headphones. Uncle Beef will tell her how much the current rate is for the tooth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't.
I feel like that was gonna be.
Listen, I've been to China. Teeth go for $100 a tooth.
The current rate for a tooth is $10. Make sure you have $10 underneath your pillow tonight.
Don't listen to Uncle Beef Loaf. In China, they go for $100 a tooth.
How much
$2,000.
2,000?
She took our numbers and shot it right up, Josh.
Oh, she went straight to 2,000.
She's a good
She's gonna
negotiator.
I don't
Exactly.
respect that game. I respect that game.
Put her into
Yeah, it's
business
good.
school.
The
She's the
camera's right
Scott
here.
Forrest of teeth.
She's gonna get maybe $2. She said,
Oh,
Only two.
or maybe
man.
2 pennies.
What
Who
year
knows?
is this?
Oh.
No.
Oh, I got $2 in 1983. Come on.
Go back.
At least put a
Bye.
finger under there.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I like all these special guests we're having.
No, when I shut off my camera, it was because my other daughter came down, fresh out of the bath, and she was bucking. So I shut the camera off.
Wow, yeah.
We didn't need to
Who
get
had
shut
more
down.
clothes on, her or me? Honestly, my sex summer.
You, barely.
Just barely.
So Alyssa, let's get another grievance. I think
Okay.
even though Shane tried to support car wreaths on your car or some shit like that, which is ridiculous.
Oh, Shane didn't
let's
like my answer?
let's
No,
of course not. Let's get the next grievance.
Okay. this one goes out to my gentleman, and I only grew up with a sister. So, when the guys leave the toilet seats up,
That's
you
not
guys
a
have to
good
stop
move.
doing that.
Agreed. Yeah,
Oh, it doesn't bother my sister. She's better than
totally
me.
agree.
If you're in a
Oh,
public
no,
place,
you gotta-
probably responding anyway.
Yeah. You know, it changes though. When you own your own place, right? When you're renting, you don't care about the place, right? Because you know in Chicago you're not getting your security deposit back.
You just trashed the place. Yeah.
But the game changes when you own it.
Okay.
Now it's yours. So
All right, I stand corrected here.
yeah, I pee sitting down now. You know why?
Oh,
I got 3 bathrooms. I don't want to clean each
Okay.
bathroom. Right?
There you go. To each
I
their
don't deal
own.
with that anymore.
Gosh, I thought where you were going was you and your wife, or you and your fiance just use separate bathrooms, and you never use the same one, so you're always set. You know. I don't
Just
think
sits down.
There's 2 of us, and we got 3 bathrooms. Like it is ridiculous when I think about it. But
Okay,
no,
I'll do a better one now.
no, Alyssa,
no, it wasn't
you were,
bad.
you were
Good one. What are you
absolutely
talking
right.
about?
And also,
Think about our college houses, right? And just how disgusting the toilet
Yes.
was, especially if you're hosting house parties.
Yeah, no one needs to be in those houses.
Yeah, no.
I think Elena could attest to this one too. So we both love mustard.
Oof.
And I think especially after COVID, they've been just using the mustard packets. And I know Guaranteed Rate Field does this and some other places. You're not going to get enough from just the one mustard packet. We need, yeah, Elena would actually bring her own mustard bottle into the stadium. I like the ones where you could just pump out as much as possible.
Yeah.
I'm not messing around with the no mustard here.
Wait
How
a
did you
second.
get through
Wait a
security?
second.
How did that go down? Yeah.
This is what I want to. I want to know about security. I want to know how a big mustard bottle.
Usually, if you put a little tampon on the top, they just don't check it.
Oh.
They're like, oh,
You got it,
gnarly.
boys. So now
Yeah, I
Yellow
guess you
tampon.
guys don't
we'll just
carry
put tampons
purses.
on top of whatever we need, and when we walk in with it, we'll be
And they
safe.
get all awkward and they just don't even look through your bag. It's great.
I love it.
Well,
I
that's what
think she
should've
did it
done.
maybe a few games.
Yeah, and then everyone makes fun of me, and then all my friends want to use my mustard. So
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to try it out.
So let me
Yes.
ask you this though,
It's-
Elena. Would it make sense to also carry like a ketchup bottle, but that is just red and is filled with booze?
Oh.
I do have a sunscreen bottle that I fill up with booze.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Concerts. So if you want to look into that would probably be better than.
And there actually are tampon flasks too.
Yes.
Yeah. I think Elena was doing all this before they started selling it on Amazon and people found out. Now everyone knows. But I feel like you were like you were ahead of the game.
I don't know, Alyssa. I used to hide my weed in a Mountain Dew can that I
Oh,
just
you
left,
did.
out in the foyer or foyer.
Okay, I guess I'm just very far behind on this.
The foyer,
I don't even know what word you're trying to say.
foyer, like
Foyer.
like when you walk into a
Doesn't
house.
matter. It doesn't matter,
Shut up.
Tracy. Just play it off. Just play it off.
Elena, do you have a grievance?
I have so many. I used to have a list, but I
Oh,
thought that wasn't good.
Was there anyone you could think of?
You want to say it on
like
the internet?
in general.
Elena's probably grievance to me is we're roommates now. I think I've been doing a good job, but she likes no dishes in the sink. There just simply can't be one. I think
I'm
I'm
with her.
doing a better job.
No,
I'm with her.
I love to cook, so I cook for us usually, and I think it's like if I'm cooking, I think that you should have to do the dishes.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm working on it. I think I'm
She's
better.
getting better because there's been a couple.
I'm 29 and I'm still figuring this all out. So
Elena, did you ever drop I'm gonna be on the score, so like just do my cup. Just watch
No.
Just wash my dish.
Please.
That sort of thing.
no.
I would do
No.
that to Teresi if I could.
Yeah.
Now,
Beef. We didn't live together. After what you were like. How old were you?
You moved out first.
I
You
moved out.
to
You should-
college. I was
Yeah,
living at
so-
home during college, and then by the time you came back, I had moved out with Mrs. Beef.
So when I was
Mrs.
18, I moved out, and that's when I didn't cook back then, and that's when I learned how to burn soup, how to ruin a coffee maker, and do all kinds of other things when you're recreationally enhanced.
There you go.
So as long as no one's poured milk into the coffee machine, you guys should be happy with each other as roommates. I'll tell you that.
We're good.
now we're missing one important element of the whole Alyssa Elena thing here. How's Rhonda? How's she doing?
Rhonda.
Yeah.
I know. We missed
Rhonda
her
Honda, where
roommate.
is she?
Rhonda Honda. You know what? Next time we do one of these, I will make sure Rhonda Honda's on it. She's actually the OG White Sox girl. I think she's the reason that we are big White Sox fans. And she's the one that actually has been to more games, worked more games than either of us combined, or both of us combined, I should say.
Nice.
It's very cool.
Wonderful.
She has like no grievances, I feel like. She's too nice.
Too nice.
I say that now, and then we'll have to ask her, and then she'll probably come up with a good list.
Rhonda is the momager, right? You call her
The
the
momager.
Yes.
Yes, she's our Kris Jenner.
That's right. That's right. Yes. I knew that.
Yeah, we haven't given her that 10% yet, but we'll work on that.
Sounds like she's patient for it. It's okay. She'll wait till
She is.
hockey
Yes,
starts a
yes.
little more. Because
Yeah. I guess one more, but this isn't really even like a super fun one, but I feel like anytime we go to a sports bar, not necessarily in the city or the suburbs, just anywhere, when they have the same game on all 16 of the TVs, and anytime there's not a White Sox game on, and say we're at Jameson's in Frankfurt, I'm so confused why they're not, putting as many games on all their different screens. So I'm always that person that's like, hey, can you please put on NBC Sports Chicago and have the White Sox game on and not the same game on every channel? So that's something that I feel like when you go out and you see it happening, and then someone that actually consumes sports a lot, as do you guys, like, I don't know what the managers are doing over there.
Yeah, something. So when I used to live on the north side, I don't think it's a barbecue shop anymore. They changed the restaurant theme, but it was on Irving Park Road. The Cubs were off. They weren't playing. The White Sox were on. So I asked our waitress to put the White Sox game on, and her manager came up when she asked on how she could change the TV. I'm watching her, and the manager said, this is a Cubs bar. We don't put on the White Sox game. So I was stuck just watching whatever random crap was on ESPN during a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I never went back there. And the barbecue joint didn't last much longer. I'll have to look at Google Maps and what it's called now so I can shame them.
Give them some bad publicity here.
I'm totally with you, Alyssa. Like, we always hear when the Cubs are doing well, everyone in Chicago should be on our side because we're all Chicagoans, right? Yeah. Well, now your team sucks. And for all the White Sox fans that live on the north side, when they go to their establishments, the bars and restaurants, and they ask to put the White Sox game on, they get a load of crap for asking. So you're right, Alyssa. Like that is a legit grievance.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you liked that one.
Hey, I'm too deep. I'm 1.5 deep. Like, we're halfway there.
You're having fun.
I also cannot stand, and Alyssa, this is in the same vein, is when there's a bar where they have terribly placed televisions, and the thing that you want to watch is only on those. Like, so I was at Kroll's. Like, Josh, I think you met me up here the night that I was there, and it was like there was a bunch of different stuff on, but there was a Sox game on, and it was only on like the Michael Scott tiny TV that was like that's above the door, and it was just like well, luckily I brought binoculars, so I'm all set for my table, so I should be fine.
It was we were in section 509 at Kroll's trying to watch the White Sox game. We couldn't even tell who was pitching. I remember we had to go to our phones to see who was pitching for the White Sox because we couldn't tell.
And I'm sitting there like, you're on the fucking south side. What's going on here? Like,
turn it on. It seems like a lot of people in this chat feel the same way. So I think this is to tell everyone, if you're out, you're at a bar and you don't see your game on, ask them to change it. Because if they don't, again, they're just not running a good business.
You just got to go somewhere else. You just got to
get up and leave. Don't even, pay the bill. Just peace out.
Or if you're really aggressive, you wait until they leave that remote unattended and you turn your game on all the TV.
Just all of them.
Just running around with the remote in the air like you're Harry Potter, just turning the game.
Them all. I love that.
That's great.
Hey,
oh my God.
Should I air a grievance?
You know what? Hold that grievance. hold that grievance, my
Hold it?
son.
Okay.
Hold that. I think, because we're coming right up on 7:40 here.
Okay.
And we got a guest in the waiting room. Alyssa, we really appreciate you coming on. This was a lot of fun. You were right about which coordinator to keep or to get back when you were on the score with Mully. Him and that other idiot were completely wrong, taking a special teams guy because that's like 4 plays a game. But we really appreciate it. Thank you for coming on here. And thanks for the great grievances. Tell Elena we said thank you as well.
I will. I know. She just Irish goodbye to us.
Hey,
okay.
That's maybe one of my grievances too.
She's like, I can't take that guy's nipples no more.
She wanted to see the different game that was on. She's like, this game sucks. Yeah. I'm going to go turn to different TV.
Can't be on every TV. That's right. And
like,
thanks for the shout out today on 670.
I know. I'm excited that you guys heard it and that a lot of people I feel like are tuning in right now. These are always so fun. I think you guys should do these more often.
And Alyssa, you've done a terrific job on 670 Score.
Yeah.
So
I really appreciate that. This is my first time doing radio, so I just jumped right in.
Yeah, because that morning show, I've been a guest on that show at 6:30 in the morning, and I had to crush a Dr. Pepper at 6:15 to have the energy to talk to Mully and Haw about the White Sox. To do that show for 4 hours is incredible. I don't know how much caffeine you pumped into yourself.
I didn't have that much.
You sounded like you sounded like it was right now. And that's the toughest thing about that show is to sound energized because nobody wants to hear anyone sound tired, especially at 5 a.m. You did a terrific job.
Good job.
Thank you. I wasn't tired, and it was probably because I was running on a lot of adrenaline. When my alarm though went off at 3 a.m., I was like, this is the time I sometimes fall asleep. It's just like that weird, it's that weird feeling where you're like, is this nighttime, morning? But it went by so fast. It was so fun. I appreciate people reaching out and being so kind. And hopefully we could do more radio.
That'd be awesome.
We'd love to hear you.
Josh, you're forgetting that she also went through a rebuild and tried to act excited and did all that for so many years.
I remember that.
Jack shit going on that field to get excited about.
I
never even tapped into coming over to the 108 guys and being like, hey, you can chug a beer fast. No fun stuff like that. She made everything great during all those bad years of the rebuild. So
that was my practice. Those April games in 2013, 14, 15. I'm like, here we are. April, the losing season happens, but I've had practice, unfortunately, in terms of those seasons. Cheers
thank
to you guys.
So much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. We'll talk to you soon.
See you guys at the ballpark sooner rather than later.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Cheers to that.
Thanks, Alyssa.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right.
That was
She had legit grievances. By the way, I am getting bodied to borrow a line from Beefluff. I'm getting bodied in the comment section about peeing sitting down. All right.
Yeah, you should.
Why,
some guys are
why
real
stand when you can sit? Why stand when you can sit, Josh?
I don't want to clean the toilet. That's why. It's my toilet now. I'm not cleaning that mess up because my fiance Kim's not doing it. So we don't got many options. All right. If I don't want to do it and she's absolutely not doing it, someone's gonna have to do it.
You want a cleaning lady number? Because I got one.
We do have a cleaning lady.
Okay.
All right. This is exhilarating, but let's get to our guest.
Yes.
She writes for NBC Sports Edge, is the co-host of the Northside Sox podcast, probably the winner of the beer can art draft, and here to destroy someone or something's holiday. Janice Scurio. Welcome. Got you mid-pour.
Yeah, it was good.
Mid-pour. Yeah, totally. I was trying to make sure that, it was a nice smooth pour for my entrance here. But anyway, what is up? Happy holidays and whatnot.
Yeah,
happy holidays. Welcome to the show. What are you drinking there?
This is a beer called Dunk Contest. It is from by Liquid Love Brewing. So earlier I was bragging on Twitter that I picked up a bunch of 10% beers to completely get fucked up for this show. That was a lie. One of them was actually 6%. One of them was actually 8%. This is the strongest one. So I decided to drink this in front of you guys just to make myself look tough. But anyway, it is an imperial milk stout with chocolate sandwich cookies, cacao nibs, vanilla, and milk sugar.
Oh, that sounds right up my alley.
What's the percentage on that thing?
11.4.
11.
Oh man.
Yeah, I am not going to be in a good place in like 15 minutes, but you know what?
Yes.
Janice, just a little tidbit here. It's nice and easy to look tough in front of us because of how we. It's no problem. You're already achieving it. No problem.
Also, as much as I want to hear your grievances, I do look forward to your very drunk comments in a little bit too. So
Yes, 100%.
I really hope I can deliver. Yeah, hopefully I will knock that out of the park. So I'll stick around and maybe have another 11% beer or whatnot.
that's what I want to hear. So let's start firing on these grievances. I feel like you got it. You're ready,
Okay.
and you want to fire out at least 10 or 15. I think.
Absolutely. So I mentioned earlier that I do have a cold. So miraculously, I don't know, by some sort of Festivus miracle, my cold has dissipated. So
yes,
I'm actually feeling fantastic, like a million fucking bucks. But that was going to be one of my grievances, but I'm going to push that off to the side and then go do another grievance. So I live in Evanston, a shitty suburb but essentially I got really acclimated to this great bar right in downtown Evanston called the Evanston Pub. Very inspirational name right there. So unfortunately, once everything shut down, Evanston Pub also shut down as well, and they shut down for good. And I was very disappointed, just mainly because I loved their karaoke night, and I absolutely loved watching the Northwestern Theater kids just absolutely just tear it wide open. Like it was just a fantastic place to be in. But anyway, they're turning Evanston Pub into a fucking Sweet Green, and I am so pissed off.
Oh man.
So like my general umbrella grievance is that all of these like really great local spots that we've come to love are now shutting down to make way for these shitty fast casual chains. And so my other grievance, my sub grievance with Sweet Green is like, I don't want to pay $16 for a salad. Like, why are salads like $16 fucking dollars? That's absolutely outrageous. I mean, let's set aside the fact that, eating salads is also just probably wrong and like horrible to begin with, but no, absolutely not. Just give me my cheap beer, give me my cheap ass food, and give me my spots that I love.
See, I feel that one especially because me and I know Beef was a big fan of this place and of my wife, of course. And what's funny is even years later, I found out that Josh was a fan of this place because he worked over there. But Beer Bistro was like my home base in the West Loop. It's a place that like I first walked into right when it opened. And I had just walked into a place down the street because Third Rail opened like right around the same time. I walked in there. The guy, I asked for a high life at Third Rail. They looked at me like that was a fucking ridiculous request. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to drink here then. And so I walked down the street, go to Beer Bistro, and I didn't know it at the time, but it was the owner behind the bar. I asked him for a high life. He brought it out in a champagne glass. And I was like, this is my place. I will always come to this place. That's where me and Beef saw Ozzie Guillen that one night, and he was just holding court. We saw the one night we went in there after, I think, like a Bulls game, and the owner said, oh, you guys need a table, and just moved people over at a table, and we sat at their table. So like those are the kinds of places that like you gotta have that home base that like you just like you love that place, they love you. Now, Janice, I do want to ask you a question about that one though, because you mentioned that like the theater kids would go to karaoke. So I assume they were really awesome at karaoke.
They were.
And so this was my problem when I went out to, when my wife lived in LA, I went out to visit her and she took me to this karaoke place that they'd always go, but it was LA. So everyone's like actors and things like that. And they were all awesome at karaoke and I hated it. I want bad karaoke. I want like people to go up there and half shriek. Like, so like, was there at least a little bit of a mix or was it really just all really good?
Oh, absolutely. When I got up on the stage to do like Forgot About Dre, like after like 3 beers in, that was me kind of bringing up all of like, the show tunes and all of the Disney tunes and whatnot. So I just waddle up there and just like belt out both Dr. Dre and Eminem's verses. I mean, I still did well, but I mean, it was still absolutely just an entire change of pace right there.
So that's the go-to. Forgot About Dre is the go-to
That's
karaoke
one of
song for
them.
Janice.
Yeah, that's one of them. I think depending on like my vocal range, I usually I'll do a warm-up song to kind of see where I am that night. And yeah, if I'm not feeling it, I'll stick to hip hop. But yeah, if my voice sounds pretty good, then I'll go to something a little more adventurous.
What would be something more adventurous?
Like usually Jolene by Dolly Parton.
Okay.
Something very adventurous. If I'm like feeling very adventurous, like if we're talking about 4-5 beers in, probably Alone by Heart, especially that that really high note that's about like 2 minutes into the song where she just feels like she's like ripping her entire body apart. But anyway,
did I just see that Bark at the Moon is my go-to?
That's a great track.
That for Roxy. Incredible.
Go Roxy.
See, no, I wonder there, and by the way, Janice, I definitely thought after you told me that Forgot About Dre was your song, that the next one up would be Dolly Parton. I assumed
natural progression.
Yeah,
I agree
like,
with you. Yeah.
I contain multitudes, okay? I contain multitudes.
There's a lot of layers there.
Lots of layers here.
See, my question for Roxy though is, it's like I feel like this is a problem for me when I would go and do karaoke, which is a very rare occasion. It hasn't happened in a long time. Maybe we'll bring it back at some point. Ooh. But the problem I'd always have I'd be like, "Ooh, I love this song," and I'd go up there and do like some rock song, and there'd be like a 3-minute solo in the middle, and then I'm just kind of just like, "Hi, I'm just standing here,
sitting
like
there.
I don't know what to do. I don't know I can't air guitar because I would just, that'd be kind of sad."
That'd be
you can air bass.
See,
that'd be great.
I'm a coward when it comes to karaoke. I only do karaoke when you're in your private room and then you're with your friends. I can't do it in front of everybody in a bar. I just can't. When we were in Austin with my friends over the summer, my buddy Rob tried to do Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Taylor.
Yes.
Tyler. And about halfway through, I am hyperventilating, laughing so hard at his rendition. I had to leave the room. See, that's karaoke. I can't sing at all. Like my go-to karaoke song is Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett because it takes no vocal talent whatsoever to do that song.
Or to write it.
Hear you sing that soon.
All right. I like Jimmy Buffett.
I'm gonna rent out a room at like a in Chinatown, and like I'm gonna get you, Josh, and everyone here, and we're gonna sing some karaoke. How about that?
That'd be,
absolutely.
That would be a good time.
You know what?
I'm looking
I
at
don't
all
sing.
these.
I'm much too shy. I would never sing. I can't get up there.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
In the comment section, I'm loving this. Like I saw Summer Girls by LFO. That's one of the worst songs of all time. I would love to see someone sing that at karaoke. That would be amazing.
Said you do.
When Unprotected Sox comes on later, I want him to sing that. I want him to sing "I'll Make Love to You" by Boyz II Men.
Beef. I think if I were picking a song for you, Beef, I would have one of two choices here.
I'll start practicing.
One would be "Bow with the Bow" by Kid Rock. I feel like you love that song unconditionally. And then the other one is just a classic, and I think you could do this one. Okay. But "I Want to Rock" by Luke. I think you could pull off
that one. I could pull
that one off.
Uncle Luke, I love him.
You also really need to read the crowd. You definitely need to read, like, say, like what they would be into. I mean, usually, any Dr. Dre, Eminem song will get any crowd riled up. But you definitely need to read the room.
Yeah, I also learned that lesson. Try and do "My Heart Will Go On" with Celine Dion. That did not go over well.
Josh,
I thought it was a joke, and there were people that were seriously offended. I am sorry.
You need to.
I don't have the vocal range as Celine Dion.
Okay, you need to write a blog for us. These are all the worst songs I've done in karaoke. Like this is what I need. Like one is worse than the other. And like you keep like the next thing you're gonna say, you're gonna be like, yeah, and then I did a Star Spangled Banner, and I didn't understand.
You know what we're realizing here, my section? We're realizing we need to outsource a playlist on Spotify for Josh. He's listening to all this fucked up stuff. We got to get him some good shit.
Jack Jams.
All right, Janice.
The whole Jack Jams.
I'm sorry, we're real roadie Janice here.
Let's get into another grievance because I don't want to hear more of Josh's terrible songs.
All right. So another grievance that I have as someone who has 3-4 jobs right now, I worked at a gym right before everything shut down. I keep talking about like everything shut down, but like we all remember that. We all want to forget that. But anyway, my big grievance is that exercise is my grievance. The fact that we have to do it constantly and do it like repetitively in order to be good at it, I think it's complete bullshit. And also too, eating well, that's also a scam too. So that links to my first grievance about like fucking Sweet Green. So the fact that, I will probably never be allowed in Sweet Green anymore after tonight's show. You know what? That's okay. That's completely okay, because I'm here to expose the scam that is exercising and eating well. Just because like I'm a girl that loves to drink beer, and I also love my pizza and my tacos and whatnot. But yeah, I absolutely completely hate it. And maybe I'm a huge hypocrite because I'm a douchebag that owns a Peloton and I like use it all the fucking time. But
I didn't want to be that guy, but I'm going to be that guy. Someone has 1,000 more minutes on the Peloton in the year of our Lord 2021,
That's
Janice. So it is definitely not you, because you're a coward and you don't sign up for any of the challenges. So I have no idea actually how much work you're doing.
Yeah,
Janice and I can track each other, and she is whooping my ass. But that's not going to be the case.
That's
in
right.
2022.
Oh, the gauntlet has been thrown down.
Whoa.
I love it.
I completely forgot that Josh and I are Peloton friends.
We are part of the cult. It's not friendship.
There's
It's a
three all in
culture.
there.
Because not only
Breezy's
do we
got a
own the
Peloton,
bike,
too.
we also own the treadmill that is technically supposed to be recalled, but we don't have kids, so screw it. We just kept it.
Oh my! Well, wait, you have the treadmill as well. Goodness.
We
Oh
have
my
the
God.
Death Trap treadmill, the first
Ooh.
version that killed the kid that you're supposed to return that treadmill, and we did not because it was a hassle to get it into our house. So we
It's
just left
vintage
it.
now.
It's vintage.
Vintage.
Right.
You want to work up the sweat?
Yeah.
Put death on the line. That'll work up the sweat for you.
Takes a real risk in life.
I'll throw we'll
Billy
throw that
Myers
up.
is right. Don't
with
eat
the
well.
darts.
Just don't fucking eat at all. That's my weight loss plan. That's I've lost like 25 pounds. Just fast. Don't eat a goddamn thing.
Don't eat.
Sit here and starve yourself to death until you're hungry and just want to drink and get drunk.
Yeah, my entire thing is, I did like 45 minutes of Olivia's like a 60-minute power endurance ride. And like, yeah, I can definitely have like an entire large pizza with sausage and giardiniera on it and like 6 beers afterwards, right? Completely justified. Completely justified.
What is this bullshit, Roxy?
What?
Man.
That's amazing.
What is this?
I love it.
Wow.
What'd you do to her,
Wow.
Josh?
Treasy, print that out and frame it, just like you do with Mad Dog tweets. Please do that.
That's the thing. My wall's already covered in Yad Dog treats. I can't.
Hey, look, we just need to find a version of Peloton that we can do it lying down, like not sitting down, but lying down. So that might take it up a step, or maybe down a step. I don't know.
That's the reason why we got the Peloton, because I sit and just watch a bunch of White Sox baseball through the season. I might as well move my legs while I'm watching the White Sox. My God, Roxy, calm down. Holy cow.
No,
she
do
is
not calm
bodying
down.
me.
No, keep it
Roxy,
coming,
that's
Roxy.
good,
This
man.
is good.
You know, Roxy is currently in the lead. You were asking who was going to win the night. Roxy is currently leading.
It wasn't even
Absolutely.
a grievance. She just bodied you. Wait till she gives a good grievance later. It totally takes over the show.
Roxy is currently drinking a 13% blood stout, which I'm totally for. I love it. But yeah, hats off
What
to
is
So
a
Roxy.
she won't be
blood
around
stout?
by the end of the show. So Josh will be saved.
All right, Janice. Let's get another one in here. We got
Ooh, I
time.
got one more. Oh shit! All right, so I wrote a whole ass list here. So-
Fire them off.
Fire 'em
Go
off.
for
Let's
it.
go.
Rapid fire.
Yep.
You don't even have to discuss
All
it.
right. Here it is. All right. So I got an email from my landlord saying that they raised my fucking rent today. So looks like I'm moving out. Complete crap. Don't like it. My other grievance, depression. Like it sucks. Especially my example was, I write like weekly for NBC, and so especially when I have a deadline, and so my head thinks it's a better idea to mindlessly doom scroll or just like even fuck off on some corner of the internet. Like, no, I have 1,500 words due, and so like I just really need to readjust, and, like kind of recenter my focus of things. And then I realize, yeah, I'm actually feeling like extremely unmotivated or thinking that I suck. So yeah, depression sucks. Like that has been a huge grievance like pretty much all my life. So. Yeah, anyone else that has like mental health concerns, or yeah, I'm all the way here with you. But yeah, I am not a fan.
Janice brought up that
you don't
Janice
suck,
brought up
by the way.
She brought up 1,500 words, and I was thinking about Treasy. We had 28 blog posts this month, 1,607 words total.
Yeah, you guys are
easy.
lazy.
Like,
That's
not-
different.
we cannot write something 1,500 words. It would be like it when you're a kid and it's like very, 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 very.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See,
You
I am fucking pissed that Taco Bell got rid of their verde sauce. What the fuck? It's just
Okay, this is what I hear every time I go to Taco Bell. Kim, my fiance, loved the pizza, the Mexican pizza.
that's coming back.
And
That's coming back.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see it actually come back. When it does come back, it'd be like the McRib for me, but the Mexican pizza for her. I have to go to Taco Bell once a week to get the Mexican pizza for her. But yeah, that's what she misses.
But anyway, once Taco Bell brings back that verde sauce, yeah, the universe can be whole again. All right, this next one, beef loaf. This might make you a little angry, but I was talking to Zach before I came on this show, and I was debating on whether I was going to steal his grievance of disliking flour tortillas.
Damn it.
The original one was that I was going to swap it out with public masturbators. That I do have a huge grievance with public masturbators. But the argument I made was that I encounter flour tortillas a lot more than I encounter masturbators.
I could see that. I don't have as big a soft spot for public masturbators as I do for flour tortillas, so it's kind of even, whichever one you decide to choose.
Shocker.
I honestly think it's a draw. Like,
It's not even.
They both kind of suck.
I thought you were going to say public masturbators that eat flour tortillas, and that you assumed beef loaf was one of them.
I mean,
whoa! I love flour tortillas, but I draw the line right there. Okay, Treasy, take it easy.
So I think I have flour tortillas as 4.5 on my list of grievances. But anyway,
I'm gonna lock that in right here, all right? Because as I told Zach in that thread, Treasy and I, our great aunt, she would make the flour tortillas by hand from scratch, and she would heat them up and put some butter on them and give them right to us when we were kids. Man,
I'm sure they were fire as hell.
They were.
But when I encounter them in the wild, they're just so incredibly uninspired. They're so bland.
Yeah, I get it.
The corn tortillas, though, like you go to eat at the taco, and then the taco, like you pinch it, and you go to bite it, and then all the stuff just comes out. And then
you gotta warm it up first.
Corn
Caucasian, my fellow Caucasian, you need to warm up the corn tortilla.
First off, Josh, you like Taco Bell, so don't even talk to me.
You're using cold corn tortillas. They don't do that if you warm them up.
No,
my fellow white people, warm up your corn tortillas before using them.
I've told this story before, but when I used to go down to Mexico a lot, we used to go to this restaurant and they made fresh tortillas there.
Mexico is not the same thing as California.
Much like
Points are
Treasy and Loaf, the woman would always send me home with a stack of fresh made tortillas and be like, "Here you go, fat guy. Get out of here. You can go make some breakfast burritos with these." And they were delicious. So all flour. I don't like corn tortillas. Just if I haven't said that enough, I don't like.
Attaboy Wedo.
My God. All right, Janice, you got some more for us there?
Do I have time for one more?
You got as many as you want.
All right. So I actually don't hold anything against IPAs in general, but I just hate when I walk into a bar and every fucking beer is an IPA. It's just like, and I'm like, all of these IPAs, and like, oh, well, this one has Simcoe hops, and this one has like D's Nuts hops, and this one has like,
Hey,
You can tell I drink that one. That's why you
These-
brought it up. I know.
these
I
nuts
know.
hop are the bomb.
I mean, they are. I'm pretty sure they are. So
I'm really, really with you on this one though, because I'm not a huge IPA guy. I'm drinking one right now, but I'm not a huge IPA guy. And it is
As you
it
drink
is
an IPA.
upsetting to me that in the summer even that I can't get dark heavy beers. It's like, hey, I'm still drinking these. I'm still drinking these all summer, right? And I feel like that's just an untapped market. We need Goose to get in on this. We need Goose to get us a really heavy dark beer for the tub. I'll drink I'll drink a stout in the tub every week.
in my opinion, stout season is all year round. I can get down with a dark beer pretty much all year round. It could be 90 degrees and I'll still drink a dark beer. I don't give a shit.
And you know who's at fault? Chirizi Maria's.
No.
When we went to Maria's, they have
prime
16
example.
beers. They have Miller High Life. They have one really weird ass sour, one stout, 13 IPAs.
That's why I had to drink so many Manhattans that night.
I was drinking so many old fashions.
I'm gonna shoot him a wart if I walk in there and I see a menu full of 13 IPAs. I'm just go ahead and just give me all the Malort.
Yeah, we're doing
my
cocktails.
God.
Teresi,
It's almost like you're introducing our next guest, Janice.
Teresi, Saturday night at the Beat Kitchen, the sour got you, baby.
Oh man, I don't know if it was the sour or the 40 other beers that I had, but
we drank a lot of beers.
That's so good.
Here's the deal. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna bust it out.
Here it
This
comes.
is exactly why there's so many damn
guy.
IPAs. I'm good family friends with the guys that own New Oberfalls Brewing in Indiana. They were they're only brewing German style beers. That's all they're gonna do. We're gonna do this. I go there probably I don't know. It's been about a year after they opened, and he's like, "Yeah, check out this IPA." And I go, "What's the deal? Why are you doing IPA? I thought you're gonna be traditional." He's like, "Dude, ain't no one buying shit unless it's an IPA. Everyone's like, give me that IPA. I want that IPA." Now, I have tried to shut down a lot of the IPA market by saying I myself do not like non-fresh IPAs. I don't need an old IPA. I need a brand new spanking IPA, right? And I get shit on because of it. Josh Nelson's part of the problem. He wants drive-thrus in Bridgeport, and he wants more IPAs. He wants
This
more
beer
IPAs.
is fresh.
So
I have to say the smell is pretty
they
good.
just sell too much. People freaking love IPAs, and it will come back to bite them at some point. But you can 100% blame consumers on this problem. It is not the breweries. It's not them. If they could sell that double bock, they would produce that double bock. I mean, Baderbrau, before we drank them out of business, all they had was lagers. I mean, everything was a lager. And then they couldn't stay in business, mostly because of bad business deals.
We tried to keep them in business.
Other than that, I mean, it was just people just are not willing to go outside of that IPA box until we have killed it. So let's bring on all the shitty IPAs. And then it probably will dissipate. And I don't know if you know, Janice, but our From the 108 beer, Little Friday, sold out in about 2 weeks. And that was a lager. It was a Pilsner
style lager.
It's a lager style. It sold out in 2 weeks, and that's 10 kegs. I mean, that's amazing. There is a market there, mostly with people that follow us that like to drink 27 beers in 14 hours. That's just how we are. But yes, so yeah, I think it will come around, but it's just right now.
Janice, that's a promise from us to you that we are going to break down the doors. We're going to have our own lager and our own hot tub stout, and we're going to make these things mainstream. We're going to have these all the time. Janice, we're up against it because I got to get the next guest in here, but I really appreciate you coming on. This was a lot of fun. We learned a lot about your karaoke, and we will have to do karaoke together.
Yes.
We'll also need to get you on the show sometime soon.
I would love that. Absolutely.
And
I've got more shit to talk, so it's
long form.
I'm waiting for some of it in the comments in just a few minutes. So we will hear from you momentarily. But thank you so much for joining. It was really fun and a lot of great stuff there.
Thank you, guys. Always a pleasure.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Janice.
Thank you. All right, next up, our third guest. He's a Malort connoisseur. an absolute content
Yes.
machine on the Twitter.
Yes.
He could play any 80s frontman for pretty much any hair metals band biopic. And he's here to rain fire down upon someone or something. Welcome, Jimmy
Yes!
Vinicky,
That's
our guy,
Cheers. Wonderful.
bringing the
Beautiful.
Malort straight up.
I thought
look-
that was planned.
You look
Duval.
Wow.
Right?
I
Was that
am
the
my
Jacksonville
friend.
thing?
Goodness.
Everyone
My
chants
goodness, it's-
Duval.
Yeah, man, it's been 11
Duval.
years since I've been here, and it is slowly taking me over. I find myself buying more and more Florida stuff by the day. I was just telling Blakely, we went to a surf shop, and I don't surf. I want to surf, but I don't. I'm just a big poser. I'm buying clothes, and I'm becoming a Florida boy. This is pathetic. And I had my like Southern frat boy phase too, and it's just yeah, it takes you over. I can't wait to have a Salt Life sticker for Mr. Billy Wires.
Oh,
Too bad I
man,
can't get it.
Salt Life is the best
I don't know
life.
how I'll ever see it. I don't know his number.
Do you have a locals only sticker on your car?
Not
You
yet.
should.
Not yet. I'm looking at a "Don't Feed the Locals" shirt.
Yes. And like,
Jimmy,
what's
as
the
long as
brand
you're
that's
drinking
down there?
Malort, man, the Chicago is still pouring through you, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
feel it.
really.
I feel it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's kind of funny at work. Even people just the other day, someone visited my cube. Our VP visited my cube and said, "Hey, this guy's from Chicago. He's never heard of Malort." And she brought him to me because she knew I love Malort, which is a whole other story. And yeah, I had to go into a whole thing about how he's from Beverly and had never heard of Malort. And I
How's
just
that possible?
What?
couldn't
That's
believe it.
impossible.
Yeah, right. That's what I
Yeah.
said. He's a Cubs fan too, so
Oh,
something's
even
messed up.
worse.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
Well, I could kind of believe that.
How are you a Cubs fan from Beverly?
Yeah,
I
Kind
know.
of bizarre.
Like,
I don't
do
get
you,
it.
Do you hate your whole family? Like, I don't.
Yeah, I think he hates himself. I don't know. I'm really, but yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Jimmy, I was asking everybody what they're drinking, but I know what you're drinking. My friend.
What,
You
I
got
have a
anything else
selection
though?
here.
You got some other stuff?
First off, it's yeah, I'm just trying to keep my energy up because I having a 4-year-old. Just one of them is wearing me out, and just every day I'm dead about this time. Have a second one coming Monday, hopefully. But yeah, I'm drinking some
Oh
People's
my
Envy.
God! Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
Some Coors Light and the Malort. I have
Oh,
them in a
wow.
water, of course, but yeah, keeping them all going. It's only a half day tomorrow, so we're good.
Man.
I respect that. I
Damn,
respect what
he
you're
just-
doing, and you got to work tomorrow. I respect that.
Yeah, it's a
Jimmy,
half day. It's from home.
Jimmy, I respect you for your Malort drinking skills because the first time I had Malort, when we used to do Blackhawks watches, when the Blackhawks were good, whoever showed up last to the bar had to drink a shot of Malort. And that was the first time I had Malort. This was like 8 years ago. I had terrible Malort face. And I still have Malort face every time I have it. It's like for you, you're just drinking water.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
go-
kind of jealous of that because that takes all the fun out of it that I enjoy it. Like I don't get to
Yeah.
have that fun. But yeah, it's I miss that Malort face. I want it to be worse. Like I brought it to a Secret Santa and we passed it around and I was amazed by how many people were like, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's okay. I'll have it.
That is disappointing.
it's-
Damn, man.
Yeah.
You're like, this is
I
the best
I
I
want to see
got.
more Malort face.
I know.
That's the fun of it, right?
Yeah, that is the whole thing. The first
And
time
to
you watch
me-
someone gun a shot, and it's not that bad to start, but then when it's in there, then it's like everything turns around on them.
And
They
it
didn't
just
know that
sits.
was coming. Like yes,
Yeah, it's
Now-
still sitting now, and I do it all the time. Yeah, and
Jimmy, are you preparing them though to like let them know that it's going to be rough? Because
I
I've
think-
found that it's a lot less fun when you do that because you get the nervousness beforehand as opposed to
Mhm.
when they actually shoot it, and then they're
Yeah.
just like, that wasn't that good, or that's fine, or whatever. They try and play it up, but if you could just catch them off guard, you could really. That's when you
Yeah.
get the really good Malort face.
I think I show my cards too much, and I
Mm.
think I've been found. I think that and I think I've been found on the internets, and people know what's going on with the Malort Minute, and it's not a secret anymore. So there's no hiding the fact that this is supposed to be a it's a treat. It's a surprise. I keep telling Blakely I want to build a box by our front door and put it by the front door, and then have a little shot glass and a bottle of Malort. And if you open it, it just says, "Surprise! Welcome to our home. You have to take this shot." But I haven't done that yet.
All right,
Man.
Jimmy.
And I got to call out Roxy too, because I saw her tweet earlier today about people making their booze of choice, their personality, and I felt very attacked, even though it's not intentional.
I'm sure
Thanks a
you
lot,
were.
Roxy.
That's
Maybe I have
that's
some
just what
guilt. I
Roxy's
have a lot
doing
of guilt
tonight.
here.
Yeah. No,
Jimmy,
she-
Yeah,
Roxy's
air those
just attacking
grievances.
everyone.
Yeah,
Okay?
no, yeah, not personal. I can handle it, but I think it's like a subconscious thing that I was like, "You talking to me?" And, yeah.
All right, Jimmy, lay it on us, man. Give us a grievance.
Well, I got a big one. I'm gonna try to save it for a little bit because I got a big one I wrote out. And
Okay. Save that
yeah,
one for
you guys
last.
enjoy that.
We'll end with that.
But right now I got a grievance with Beef saying he's too shy. The guy's sitting on camera on YouTube wearing suspenders, and it's incredible the skill involved to not show your nipples. It's like a Cinemax movie before 12 p.m. or before 12 a.m.
Yeah,
It's like
I'm
you get so
like
close,
Emmanuel
nothing.
6. I'm pulling off an Emmanuel 6 for those that are old enough to remember those movies.
It's amazing.
Right?
Oh,
Can't
Jimmy,
quite see it, but you can almost see it. You know?
Jimmy, when we first, so I start these, right? When I get this all set up and then I send the link out. My Sock Summer's always late. Beef is in here first, and he's just got the suspenders on, and there is like he's showing a little, and he like sees it on camera.
There it is.
And he like
No nipple, though.
Close.
he fixes it. He's like, I can't show any nipple. And I was like, this is where you're drawing the line. This is where we're at. And you know what? I appreciate that you noticed it. And so Beef, I was wrong. I'm
more
Yeah, you
amazed.
were.
I'm more of amazed that he's not showing the. Does he have tape? Did you tape it?
I didn't.
no, he doesn't have tape.
Jimmy, honest to God. I mean, I like that we're on the same wavelength here. Jimmy, you know what I thought about doing? I thought about putting bows over my nipples.
Ooh.
But I
Okay,
decided
good.
not to do it because I didn't think they would stick long enough, or I'd have to shave my nipples down. I don't want to shave my nipples down.
I think the wives are
the
next,
show,
and they
so I
might
chose
enjoy
not to
that.
do
I
it,
don't know.
Oh my
Look,
God, you're not
people
gonna
don't
make it
realize
to 10 o'clock.
When you're putting on a show and you're on video, you got to use the visual component. It's not just talking. You got to have something for everyone to look at. And so when you logged on today, the first thing people were like, "Oh, look at Beef's outfit, man! I stole the show at the beginning. I don't even got to air a grievance tonight, and I stole the goddamn show right at the beginning." That's how you do it, man. I know you're a player like that, Jimmy. I know you
I
show out
definitely
like that, baby.
Once I saw how you all were dressed, I changed because I had plans, and I took the plans back,
Okay.
and then I switched it up a little bit, and
What do you got there? Look, I thought I saw Jepsen on
I
that
got the
shirt.
Jepsen Malort.
Oh, baby.
Oh damn!
Yeah, the sweater,
Beautiful.
and then I'm a little pink nightmare for you guys.
Nice.
Because there was a time in my life, maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, where I had very short hair that was kind of I don't know why I did this, but you know, life. It was kind of combed like Ralphie and I had a rounder face. I was definitely thicker. And I looked like Ralphie. Like I would run into people with Strabik. Are you Ralphie? Are you like growing up Ralphie? So everyone at friends, work, everyone. There's a few ads from my work, which I won't name, where I'm wearing a pink bunny costume and sitting at a table and wearing that costume because I look just like a grown up Ralphie, but not like the real grown up Ralphie, but like if you just like took a growth ray to the little Ralphie and turned him into a 35-year-old man.
Yeah, if you used one of those aging apps, and
Yes.
it would just be
No,
it
you
would
don't
be
age
you.
me, you just make me bigger. So I look a young guy. I look like I'm 6, but I'm big.
So
Yeah,
okay.
that's where we're at here. But yeah, I was gonna wear the Grinch, but I was borrowing that costume and had to give it back. But yeah, I want to make it a little fun. So I'm glad that you guys are embracing the same.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I
All
had
right.
to do a little 108 love too. Well,
And did it?
cameras, you know.
There we
Yeah,
go.
we respect
Did
that.
it-
You gotta advertise for sure.
That's
Did
right.
Ralphie, or was it another kid in A Christmas Story that became a
It's
porn star
Ralphie.
later?
It was. I think it was a different kid because Ralphie.
I was talking
is-
Christmas Story. Would I say something else?
Yeah, because no, you're right. Christmas Story. So so the other
What?
I think there's another kid that was in the pornographies because Ralphie is
The
a
tongue
bad
kid.
guy
In
in like the
MCU.
MCU,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he's bald as a motherfucker. You don't look nothing like you, Jimmy. You look way better than that guy.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, he's a little guy too. I think he's like 5'2".
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a short mother because they're like there's one scene where someone's like yelling down at him like a child still. Jimmy, let's get another grievance out here.
Well, it's only a grievance because I just don't feel appropriate saying it. But you guys just had a conversation about Taco Bell sour cream. So I think of the Taco Bell sour cream gun, public masturbation, and flour tortillas. And there's just so much there, but I won't go there. So my grievance is that I just can't go there. I can't get myself to do it. But if you guys want it, take it. And yeah, that was couldn't do that. It was pretty good.
Wow.
And then we had
I'll be honest, I don't know what that grievance was, but I love it. I'm a big fan of whatever that was.
My grievance is that I don't feel free enough to say these things.
To just say it, to just blurt it out.
I mean,
right?
You
need the courage of a My Sox Summer to just blurt it out.
Blurt it out.
I mean, you're talking about
you
like
don't even have to pronounce it right.
Having fun with a flour tortilla outside and then the sour cream. Yeah. Put it together. It's Legos. Yeah. So then Janice had some great ones, but when every beer's an IPA, what I think is worse, because I like IPAs, when every beer's a sour. Every beer's a damn sour. They all taste the same. I don't care what fruit you use. It's the same flavor. Sure. It's just sour. It's like a Warhead beer.
You can't do it. And like we were talking about this the other night when I had way too many beers, but one of them was a sour. You can't have more than one sour. So like if you're at a place with like multiple sours, it's like, dude, I ain't drinking all these.
Yeah, we specialize in sours. It's like, well, I'm not going there.
I buy one and then move along to the next place.
I did go. I went to a sour brewery in Austin, Texas.
Oh.
And they didn't charge for the beer. Oh no.
They would have that.
Here is their charge method. You buy a glass and the glass is $25.
Sure.
And then you have to drink enough beer to make the $25 glass worth it.
I like it. Unlimited.
And based on my math, there was 5 beers.
Yep.
No way.
And after the first sour, it was like, I can't do it. And that's how they get you. So I paid $25 to have one sour beer.
Okay. Once again, Josh doesn't like that everything is an IPA, but then bitches about another beer style and says, no, we can't do this, folks. We get rid of sours. It's great.
The pricing model. I don't want to buy your glass. Okay, I'm sorry.
Why support somebody that's doing something different than an IPA, Josh?
What you really want is alcoholic Dr. Pepper.
If it was a Dr. Pepper sour.
That's different.
That's it.
All right. Actually, that's one of my grievances is American Airlines changing my flight so I couldn't make it to the Dr. Pepper factory. Thank you, Jimmy.
Man, Roxy is on you. She is on you, Josh. Look at that shit, man.
Yep.
She's on everybody. She's killing it. That's my vote for the win right now.
All right, Jimmy. It feels like
Zach,
you got. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Zach, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm very not into public masturbation. Please don't cut that short.
The fact that you had to say is sad.
I'm accidentally gonna have a blip there, and it's just gonna say I'm very into public masturbation.
You get the ...
You're gonna bookmark that right there.
Jimmy is a Floridian now. He's a Florida man, so he has to declare these things.
Jerk off.
The sun is poison.
All right, Jimmy, I feel like you had a big grievance for us that you wanted to lay down.
Yeah.
I think we're ready.
I kind of wrote this down, so I'm not reading it, I promise, but I actually
You could read it?
Read it. Go ahead, man.
But yeah, I have I was under the impression that I was only going to have one grievance, but I have so many grievances this past year, but these fine gentlemen had limited to one. So I could have gone with COVID-related slant, anti-vaxxers, or dingleberries that refuse to wear masks. I also could have gone with my wife and kid because, as y'all know, nothing's funnier than a man who hates his family. Instead, my grievance is this. The 21st year of the 2000s is simply this. You guys have changed. All three of you. Looking at you, MSS, Beef Loaf, Chirizi. I'm talking 108 weight loss. You guys are losing weight, getting healthy, and it's making me sick. The thinner you get, the more self-conscious I get. Every beer, every slice of pizza, hell, even a simple bowl of Fruit Loops is drenched in shame. Might be my problem, but it's your damn fault. And you should feel bad. Sure, I could use this moment for some much-needed self-reflection and internalize it like a healthy, high-functioning adult, but that's not what we are here. That's not why we're here. I mean, it's all tofu this, downhills that. Gag me, man. Enjoy your health. Just know when the inevitable happens, I won't be joining the 108 MLM, hawking golden ale flavored vitality powder and guided meditations that are like none you've heard before because they include the word fucking My Sox Summer stammering over his words. The drunk uncles with the relatable chunk and their Christmas cards that grace refrigerators around the world all year long are no more. Speaking of, are you not too big time to send those out this year?
Shots fired.
And Beef Love, this is for you. You consider yourself a man of the people? You flaunt your chivalrous turtleneck sweater with not one but 3 belt buckles? For the likes and engagement? Yeah, we know what you're doing. And so do we. And then you have the gall to wear it a second time and not share a photo. And on top of that, you blame others for not taking a photo. You know what I think? I think you've lost so much damn weight that the turtleneck swallows your entire head. You can't decide if the compliments or teasing or both were sincere or in jest. Here's a tip. Wear the damn sweater. It's your brand now. The sweater and killing horses. All that being said, I'd immediately have another grievance. If this time with my own self, if I didn't take a moment to say I love you guys and I appreciate you having me on here. I appreciate the community you've cultivated, the content you put out, and the good you do. Whether it's raising money for the White Sox Twitterer in need or providing laughs and companionship. Cheers and happy Festivus.
Oh my God,
Jimmy, love you, brother. Peace, man.
That was
Appreciate
fantastic.
That was gorgeous.
And you know what? I'll tell you.
We deserved it.
I'll just quickly say about that. You're 100% right. Fuck us.
That is the spirit of Festivus. I agree. That is totally the spirit of Festivus.
You your friends and family and tell them what disappointed you.
I mean, I
Loved it.
I don't even know what to say because like we are losing some weight. We're trying to get back into playing shape. And by playing shape, I mean beginning of the season drinking. But I promise you that starting at the beginning of the season, the 108 weight gain will probably be in full effect.
Hashtag 108 weight gain.
There's no question. I mean, we're just trying to slide back from morbidly obese to fun fat. Those are the categories we're trying to get to, and we're kind of achieving that. So we got a little runway for the season. Next year's got to go up to November. We got to be buttoned up against November, man.
Just don't tell us about it.
Let's see. Our self-promotion.
I want you to live a long time. I want all of us to live a long time. Be healthy. You got kids, you know. And but I don't want to hear about your tofu. You're really loving it. Like what is this tofu?
That's
no flavor.
No,
you love the flavor that's added to tofu.
It's just like a
Dr. Pepper tofu. Josh, you're left off that list.
Jimmy,
you're clean.
Jimmy, as much as I support beef and my sex summer getting thin, I agree that tofu shit crossed the line. It crossed the line.
Damn, horrible. All right, okay.
I was
between the
offended.
sweater and the tofu.
You know what? He's right. I'm going to put myself on mute for 5 minutes.
You know, I laid out a nice sweater I had and a couple belts I had that don't fit me anymore, and I was going to try to make a beef loaf sweater, and I gave up on it. And it's couldn't do it.
Jimmy, I saw the sweater in action last night during dinner, and I have to say it's slimming.
I get it.
Slimming on beef loaf.
Those diamonds and I mean, it's a great looking sweater. That's the thing.
I was looking through my closet to see whatever chainmail I had on me to wear. Feels like I'm going to that medieval castle establishment is in Schaumburg.
Medieval times.
Medieval times. You should rock that sweater at medieval times. I kid you not, Beef Loaf. You may even go down to the grounds and
can you imagine they threw him on a horse and just stabbed it and said, "We don't need you anymore"?
Yes.
I ain't that thin that I should be on a horse, man.
But that's how you kill
this horse in front of all the
Rick
kids.
Ross, break that horse's back. I'm still kind of fat. I mean, we can't throw me on a horse just yet.
You're shirtless on YouTube. You're not that fat,
though.
It all comes, Jimmy. It all comes back to him trying to kill horses. He wants to break that horse's back.
He hates horses. The guy hates horses.
I just want them to not exist. I don't want to have to murder everyone individually.
I'm going to back up Beef Loaf here. There's some horses. There's some horses that owe me money. All right,
Josh.
I'm going to back up Beef Loaf. Josh, there's some horses that owe me
slow ones.
Josh, I think you should watch yourself right now because our mom, mine and Beef's mom, reached out to Beef after listening to that episode and yelled at him about horses and about killing horses.
Tell me, we need horses, you idiot. That's exactly what she said when I walked in the house.
I'll never forget Thunder Snow at the Kentucky Derby. That horse owes me money.
Man.
Hey, honey, when I was your age, I wished for a pony for Christmas. But you get a stuffed rocking horse. That's it. Not even that hope. You want to take that hope away. It's evil. It's evil stuff, man.
Jimmy, man.
Hold on. Before Jimmy leaves, he brought something up. He brought up the Christmas card, the 108 Christmas card. And that brings me to probably one of my best grievances of the night. I feel like Jimmy has earned it. I'm just going to read this one out. I don't think he's on yet because he's not in the comment chat, but my first grievance is about Jeff the Giant. Our big friendly neighbor to the north, right? Jeff's lore in 108 is well documented. I credit him for helping getting the hashtag to the next level. He's a friendly guy who enjoys salad more than steak and seems to like a very devoted father. But starting about June, Jeff becomes the biggest complainian, which is like complain and Canadian mixed together. I like it. In the entire continent of North America. Jeff jokes about how he just got his Christmas card weeks ago, making me look like that I am the lazy guy. Or American fuck. What a dick. Complain again. But who's the first guy he reaches out to when he needs some help getting some White Sox goods shipped to him across the border? Yeah, that's me. What a piece of moose shit. I always oblige if I know how much harder it'll be for him to complain more and more and more about me. He might even get his buddy Steve Stone to block me again. I don't know. So if you were wondering why you haven't received your 108 Christmas card yet, send old Jeff the Giant a DM. I finally said enough is enough, and we will no longer be sending them out like we have in years past, thanks to the big giant up north who has far too much time on his hands and feels it's necessary to just drag me through the mud. Ugh. Piss off, you hoser.
Man.
God, that was brutal.
I want
100%
Jeff to respond.
brutal.
I want Jeff to respond. I hope we hear from him shortly.
It's really hard. You can't breathe out.
That was like the other attorney in my cousin Vinny.
Shut the fuck
Jimmy,
up.
man. Really appreciate you coming out tonight, giving these grievances. I can't believe how much shit you talked to us and how much I loved it.
That was the goal. I was nervous, but I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Talk to you soon,
brother.
Congrats.
Cheers.
Have an awesome Christmas, Jimmy.
See you in the comments. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey, best of
Merry
luck on
Christmas.
Monday.
Hey, thank you so much. Love you guys.
Good luck, man.
Jimmy.
All
I
right.
love Jimmy. I love
Was
Jimmy.
that
was
as it
awesome.
sounded?
Jimmy's awesome.
That was awesome. I love
Yeah, that
getting
was great.
roasted. I love my
Me
sock
too.
summer roasting Jeff the Giant, who is the nicest person ever.
Yep.
No, he's not.
But I want to introduce our next guest
Oh,
because he's the host of the Good Guys Talk Back podcast. He has a White Sox basement that could bring you to tears.
Yeah.
His mustache is always on point, as I assume his anger will be tonight, especially since we made him wait 10 minutes to come on. Nick Murawski, welcome.
Nick.
Nick, how's it going, man?
what's up, baby?
How
Before we
dare you? How dare you? I come on as a favor, and we just started to get to know each other this calendar year, and I'm sitting here having to listen to this. Hey, happy Festivus. I'm gonna let it slide, but I don't forget that easy, and we're right down the street from one another.
Word. Well, yes.
Nick, what do you got to drink tonight, man? What are you doing,
Years ago, I got into some trouble, and I had to. It was brought to my attention that I had to slow down a little bit. I don't remember what legally was said, but I've had to switch to some non-alcoholic beers. But what I'm doing right now tonight, and this is not a bit. This is not a joke. I am drinking straight eggnog.
Oh, yes.
Because I enjoy this. And Father Zoe, who I think is in the comments, who bashed eggnog today on Twitter. I drink this straight. And if you saw, the expiration date is the 23rd. That's today. I have to finish this today because if you have ever opened up eggnog that's a day after the fact, you'll stay home. You just stay home, stay close to a bathroom. So I'm doing straight eggnog right now.
Oh my God.
Nick, here's the crazy thing. I went to the Jewels today, and I was looking
That's where you go. Yeah.
for the regular eggnog. not
Okay.
the alcoholic eggnog, and I couldn't even find it. Like I
Supply
feel
chain.
like it's off
Here.
the shelves. Like I'm too late in the season.
You
and
are
it's off the shelves.
you're too late. You have to get Dean's. Don't get the Kemps. And listen to me. There are people who are going to put down a jug of the Oberweis eggnog just to try to class things up, and they're going to say, "Look at me, I can pop for the Oberweis." It's not better than the Dean's. The Dean's is where you go if you want straight, thick eggnog. Okay.
Yeah,
you are
'cause-
late. You are a little late, my friend. I'm sorry.
Yes, I had to go with the alcoholic one, which is fine. But I do like the regular one because because it's such a sweet drink. That's more of a Christmas morning type thing for me.
Absolutely. And this is another, and Beef will hate this. You put on a little Frank Sinatra,
No,
okay, and then you get your mug of eggnog. You put some cinnamon in it, and that's how you start your morning. That's how you start your Christmas Eve morning and your Christmas Day, and let it ride. If the nog is still good.
I love that. I love that idea. Not the Sinatra shit. We don't need that, but the cinnamon sounds tremendous.
So
a little bit of cinnamon.
Beef, I might have a grievance for you if you're not liking the Rat Pack Christmas songs, man.
Oh, give me that.
You know what? They're not that good. I'll be honest with you.
Here's the fucked up thing. I could easily hide a bunch of speakers around your house and all Christmas Day make you listen to that shit. You would never figure it out. I would love to see you try and un-Bluetooth all of these speakers. That'd be just as much entertainment as anything.
I just drive to your home and murder you. I don't even need to find all the speakers.
You can always do that.
I'd be there. I'd be listening to it. Nick.
So we're at the part where we're just going to kill each other.
Yeah, and it is a pleasure to be at that part. I want to continue somewhere where Jimmy left off. You guys with your weight loss, it is who came up with the idea during the holiday season to do a weight loss when there are temptations one after another to do a weight loss. And
we knew it would be, we knew it would be tough.
I did a weight loss years ago with a company during the holidays, and I won because I got violently sick with the flu. Honestly, days before the final weigh-in, I got sick. I couldn't keep anything down for 3 days, and when we did the weigh-in, when I returned, I lost like 15 pounds. Nobody knew what was going on. I kept my mouth shut and I collected the money, and that's how it went.
Nick, no offense, okay, but you're cheating a little bit here. He's cheating, okay? Because my Sox Summer and I, we went to the White Sox fun run, okay?
Oh,
Nick is an in shape athlete, okay? My Sox Summer and I are two of the 6 fattest people walking the thing. Nick ran the thing faster than I could have driven that course in my car, and now he's like, he wants to shame us for trying to lose like 7 pounds when we're morbidly obese.
This is also what I want to do, and Summer, you do this quite a bit, and maybe there's others. You make it sound like the only thing to do in Bridgeport is go to Palmisano Park and walk these steps. Okay? There are other things going on. People aren't from the area and they don't know the neighborhood, and they're like, I don't know, man. I don't know if we really should spend time in Bridgeport. There's not, it's not baseball season. There's a hill with some stairs I keep seeing constantly. I think that's the only thing you can do.
Listen. You're less likely to get charge act if you're going up the stairs.
What?
Charge act. Charge act?
Charge act is a new thing where they charge you while they want your car. They run at you like a rhino.
Excuse me, sir. I need your credit card.
Yeah.
No.
Just been charge act.
I'm just gonna charge you and charge you. Why don't you guys? You guys got enough pull. You get over to Guaranteed Rate. I know you're there every morning walking the grounds. You get on the ramps and you walk the ramps. You have to know somebody that you should do that.
They won't let us in.
Brooksy let us inside. Run the stairs. We'll run the stairs.
Run. Well, start off walking. Just walk them. And then I don't want to see you guys on the news. Just walk them, and then ease into a jog, to a slow jog.
Guys falling off rampant.
No regrets. No regrets.
I can't go to Bridge Chris. Oh my gosh, Roxy's comment.
That's good.
Minneapolis. Let's just put it this way. I quick shout out
awesome.
to the Minneapolis White Sox contingent who are right now so excited for us to invade Minneapolis in July. They are currently scouting all of the bars around Target Field. They have no idea what is coming in July. the fine folks
This
in
crowd.
Minneapolis.
Oh man,
So
this crowd is going
I
to.
can't
Have
wait.
you guys been to Minneapolis before, or is this going to be your first experience?
Yes, we have been there. We've been
Oh,
to
I've
that
been there a
ballpark.
bunch of times, actually.
Like
It's a
that
nice
ballpark.
ballpark. Now
It is a nice
now it is a nice ballpark.
I've never
and,
been in the ballpark. I've only been
Okay.
in the bars.
Okay, that reminds me of myself about 10 years ago. I would get close to places, and then they're like, "No, sorry,
That's
you
when
are
it's
not.
on.
You're not gonna get in here. It's just not gonna happen for you today." And you know why, or someone was gonna tell you in the morning why. I get that.
All right, Nick,
Yeah.
lay another one on us, man.
Okay, listen. Here, this is my grievance, and I'm going Sox related. Not a lot of Sox stuff tonight. This is for TLR. Now, I have combed through. This is serious. I have combed through as much footage I possibly can find on this guy from the beginning days of managing. He absolutely refuses to do any type of facial hair whatsoever. He won't sport a goatee. He won't sport a mustache or a beard. Now, when you look at the previous championships in this fine city of ours, going from the Chicago Sky all the way to the Bears in '85, facial hair with every single one of those head coaches and managers. Hey, Ricky tried it. You know, I love the goatee he was trying. It didn't. I wish he would have just went mustache like Jim Leland. I am concerned that TLR doesn't get this and is too stubborn to change his ways.
Yeah.
Give me something, even maybe some mutton chops or something. He's
Yeah,
got the
big
flow, right? He's got the
Yeah.
longer flow. I feel like he would look good with maybe a Dennis Eckersley type of
sure.
configuration. Am I wrong on that?
No,
Am I off
I
base
totally
on that?
agree. This is an analytics argument, if there ever was one. I mean, like there's all the proof that this works, and then there's a bunch of proof that it doesn't work if you don't have it. So I don't get it, man. He's got to like change. He's got to flip it over. He's got to get a bench coach to convince him that this is the appropriate method to do.
I
And
think
Nick,
it
is purposeful, because if you look at some of the pictures of him in the 80s, like he had hair that only goes with the mustache.
correct.
Like he did a lot of, like, everything about him needed a mustache, and he refused it. Almost like he hates mustaches.
Which one would say he might be anti-mustache.
Maybe he can't grow a good one. Maybe he can't grow one.
You know what then?
Well,
You gotta fake
grow a
it.
little crustache.
Fake it.
Grow a little crustache.
Well, you get some,
Use some mascara.
absolutely. There are tricks. There are ways. Now, I've seen him with some, 5 o'clock shadow, and you look at a guy like Dennis Eckersley, where he revolutionized. La Russa did the closer position. Why wouldn't you just mimic what your closer? Maybe there was a pride thing. Maybe he thought he couldn't grow as good of a mustache as Eckersley. I don't know. I'd like to get to the bottom of it, but you find me a picture with him with any type of facial hair, and I'll take all this back. But I'm a little concerned, guys, moving forward in 2022.
I mean, I agree with you, but I'll be honest. Eckersley is a world-class cuck, and maybe he didn't want to go down that road. Because there's stories, there's things that have happened. Nick,
Sure.
I don't want to bring them up, but let's, maybe he just realized, what, that's not a look for me after what happened.
Well, that is a damn shame that ruined his entire facial hair adventure. That one story he sat on, and it ruined everything for him. I think that's a whole nother set of problems, if you ask me.
Did you see the K-Fitz comment, Josh?
I did not. I'm sorry. By the way, I peed standing up because I was quick to say.
Hey, Josh, by the way, I did write something down. I was following along this earlier, and you said, and I actually had to write this down because I found it so bizarre. I don't know you that well, but I'm getting to know you a little bit better this year. You said you didn't want to stand peeing because you didn't want to clean the toilet. That's why you sit down. How crazy is your piss? How wild are you pissing where every time it's a toilet bowl clean? Like
somebody had to say it.
I'm sorry, Josh. I love you, buddy. But hey, man,
you think it's a big target, but man, when you get started, it's like, where the hell are we going?
It's just kind of like
it's
one of those
the bowl.
One of
I don't
those.
know if you guys knew this, but like an NBA basketball rim would fit 2 basketballs in there at once. But it's not that easy to get the ball in there. So I mean, I kind of agree with Josh, man. It's
Thank you, B-Flow. Thank you.
I mean, there's advancements in the toilet world. I know, as you're a new home buyer. You go down a Home Depot and Menards, and that's where you spend your time. But I don't know. Maybe they're widening the bowl. I'd look into it, Josh. I'd look into it. It ups your resale value one day.
I have Googled urinals. Now I don't know about my fiance Kim, agreeing to the idea of installing a urinal in any of our bathrooms.
They're really expensive though, right?
They are expensive.
Yeah,
They
like because I looked
stink,
at
too.
that before too.
Well, because then you have to get the mat. You've got to get that mat underneath. And how
Yeah,
many
it's-
urinal cakes? I don't know. If you're having a problem hitting the bowl, maybe the urinal cake situation isn't going to be that big of a deal
You know
for
what,
you.
though?
But
I am very pro urinal. I am
Okay.
not pro trough. That
wow.
shit's gross.
Sox
Yeah.
and
It is
urinal
so
cakes,
gross.
though.
That's where you draw the
Hot
line.
cellar.
You have the line drawn at the
Oh
top.
man, it's not even that because at Wrigley, right? They had the troughs, and then they don't wash
there's
their
ice,
hands.
for sure. Well,
that was gross.
Comiskey had troughs years ago. But at Summer, it sounded like you were about to try to petition for some logoed urinal cakes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw the. It sounded like you had a
machine
brain.
logo
You just
cake.
had like a brain explosion there.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see it.
They'll look
I could
perfect.
see it.
One could be Josh's head, and one could be Jim's head, and then they have the.
You see which one gets worn out faster.
Yes.
That could be a whole.
Oh, that
That could be a hell of a
Yeah,
bowl.
maybe.
One
The
hell of a
winner,
bowl.
there's like a charity thing there. I
It's a
like this. I like
three-pack.
this angle. That's
It's a
really-
3-pack, $30 shipped to
Okay,
the door.
so I'm seeing all these comments about trying to sit in a urinal. I got a great story about that. So I went to UW Oshkosh, UW/Kosh, and my junior year, after the school is out in May, the line out of the women's bathroom was ridiculous. So this girl comes behind me, and the bathroom, like the stall, was closed. She's like, "Screw it!" And I saw a woman pee into a urinal. It
Yeah,
was
that's
one of the most
impressive.
athletic things that I've ever seen in my life, right next to me. It is possible, but no, I would not be sitting down in a urinal. I'm not that athletic.
And Josh, you didn't even have to pay for that, and you were in college. That is
I
the
know.
most shocking part of the story.
Yep.
Most people have to.
The most
pay for
shocking
that.
part of the story is that My Suck Summer has paid for that.
No, I don't know people. I lived out west. I don't know if you
If he
guys
had
know. I
money,
used to
he
live out
would.
west.
Yes,
People
that's
do that all the time.
Oh my gosh.
They call it something. Like it escapes me right now, and I'd probably mispronounce it anyway. So I'm not going to go there.
Yeah. So clearly my peen is taking over the show. But I do want to say, Nick, thank you so much for joining the Twitter Spaces during the season. You have been an awesome addition. And for those that are not listening to the Good Guys Talk Back podcast, I highly recommend it. You guys do an excellent job there.
Oh,
So
thank
definitely
you.
keep up the good work.
Agreed.
Thank you. It's just a as all these are. It's a labor of love. I was in undergrad. I was in broadcasting. I did radio. I did TV. I did college radio. Did
Yep.
the internships. You guys grew up in the area back in like the 80s and 90s. You had Brandmeier and Dahl and Matthews, and I got to intern for Kevin Matthews downtown.
wow.
And like,
Oh, shit.
so I really thought, man, I'm going. And then radio just, it died before I even knew it. So this is a fun outlet, man. Everybody that's doing the podcast that has a little bit maybe of radio background, it's so therapeutic, and it's a great way to continue that art form.
Dude, I love
Yes.
that.
And we'll
That's
continue
amazing.
doing the Twitter Spaces.
Love
'cause-
it, man. Thank you, Josh. Those are a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah, the feedback we get on the Twitter Spaces, I've been getting this question asked a lot. Are we going to do more of them in 2022? I hope so, because it's been a wonderful addition
Don't you think
to
that
everyone's
there's
content.
there's a desire for them? I feel like there's a good amount of folks that are coming out for those.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean when the big news happens, we get like it's not I don't know if 250 people's a lot, but 250
guys,
people will
It's
show
good
up.
for
yeah.
spur of the moment. Like,
Guys,
hey, we're gonna do this right now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, where else are you going to get local Sox content? I mean, the Bears dominate during the season. You know this. It's very difficult to get Sox stuff. So when folks have an opportunity to listen on a Twitter space, they're going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and we'll definitely continue them. This is
Good.
my fourth beer, so
There
me
you go.
trying to be like.
Well, I'll
conscious of
remind you.
what I am
I've
trying to
written it
stay,
down.
it's
Like I wrote
it's
it down
gonna
like
go
I wrote down your peeing habits. It's all here in this journal. I've got everything down. I'll remind you tomorrow. It's all good. I'm on straight nog. I'm on straight eggnog, guys.
He's noggin, man.
I'm
When
not-
I'm in a public space now because I got season tickets behind Chirizi for next season. every time I get up and go to the bathroom, everyone is going to be eyeballing me. Oh, is he going to go in the stall? Is he going to sit down? Is he going to sit down? Is he
you
going
go
to
to
sit
the
down?
I bet you go to the bathrooms that are over there in right field by the Goose Island area, and I'll just hang out.
Yeah.
I'll just
I do.
monitor the first couple innings just to make sure everything's going on, and then I'm going to let you have the rest of the game. You do what you want to do. You do you, but I just want to check you out the first few innings. That's fine.
You know what's going to happen? I'm going to lock eyes with Roxy, and she's going to be judging. She's going to be judging me all the way up the
She's going to intimidate you, and you're going to go back to your seat. You're not even going to go to the bathroom. Go back to your seat.
He's going to piss sitting down, but in his seat.
Well, there's a hell of an invention. I mean, I think we scrap the urinals in the home and we work on that seat urinal bag. That was just kind of like a catheter situation. There's a whole sponsorship with that. We can figure that out. Let's get together. Let's figure that out.
If anybody wants to do some entrepreneurial shit, go into the bathroom, get all of the seat, layer thing, the seat cushion,
the cushions, get them,
the seat things, and then you sell those. That we used to call them ass caskets. So I don't know what people call them, but yes, the seat covers, and then sell them to Josh at $1 a pull, so he can sit. It would be great. I will make sure I provide him.
I'm still lost.
That's a hell of a band name, by the way. If anybody's out there just trying to really still make it in the business,
that'll get you noticed, Nick. I agree. That'll get you
open
noticed.
for Off With Their Heads when we just saw it.
Yep,
100%.
Karaoke band, ass caskets.
Yeah.
I hate to do this to you.
Yeah,
we gotta let you go.
It's been a pleasure, guys. Man, I can't thank you guys enough for what you do in this community. It's been a pleasure getting to know you guys this year, and hopefully more to come.
Happy holidays!
Sure,
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays!
We'll talk to you.
Cheers.
Anymore.
Thanks, Nick.
Oh, we're assholes.
What happened?
Nick's gonna be a dad soon. Congratulations!
Oh, really?
Yes, he tweeted out that he's getting the
I'm adding
space
Nick.
ready.
I'm adding
nesting.
Wake up, Nick! I'm adding you back.
Bring him back.
I'm bringing you back.
I love this. This is like the Johnny Carson show. I'm being brought back on. Folks, if you don't know that reference, after this program, stay on YouTube and just do a little Johnny Carson stuff. It's worth your time.
Yeah, but Nick, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're going to be a dad. That is awesome.
Yeah, May 2nd. And, it's going to be a boy. We're having a boy.
Awesome.
So exciting stuff. It's our first. So, yeah, man, just trying to add
Luis
to the White
Robert
Sox fandom.
I'm like my sock summer right now. I can't even say your last name.
Josh, don't try it. Murawski. Yeah.
Mike Murawski.
Yeah. It's pretty, it's one of those things that like you see everybody else. I'll figure that out eventually.
Right.
It looks kind of fun. That'll be fun, right? Maybe. And then it's like actually happening. You're like, I was trying to put together a pack and play. It took me well over the allotted time.
It's hard.
Somebody should have just been monitoring and just been like, tap me on the shoulder, just like, I don't think you guys are ready. I'm just going to take that whole thing back.
I didn't know how to do it either.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
We all got to figure it out when it's time.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Exciting.
Congratulations.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, guys.
All right. Our next guest, and we can see our next guest right now, and I can't wait to show you our fucking next guest. So
I can't see him.
So I can see him. I think me and Beef can see him. Sorry.
We can see him. Yep, I can see him.
And you guys have all probably seen him at the park at some point and don't even know it.
That's right.
He is the ghost of Sammy Davis Jr., living in the year 5000. Chief of the White Sox Twitter Bureau of Investigation.
That's what.
And he made me set up a goddamn PowerPoint presentation for him. Sammy Davis Jr., 5000.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Gentlemen, thank you for having me on.
Are you serious?
No,
Are you serious?
No, this is how we all dress in the year 5000. This is normal. This is
standard
normal
garb.
Thursday for us. So, in fact, all my dead friends in the background are looking at you guys like, what the hell are they wearing right now? They're not wearing.
Now, I imagine you're not drinking anything because I can't imagine getting something through there, but you could show us what you will be drinking once your ghostly figure doesn't have a huge beard on it.
So one of the great things about the year 5000 is we get all of the beer that you guys get currently. So what I've got is a phase 3 double pixel density. Shout out to Brewhand Luke for the recommendation on this one. It is an 8% double IPA. In the year 5000, all liquor is doubled by 6. So it's somebody help me with 6 times 48%.
Yeah,
so
pretty good.
Is it fresh though?
It is
5,000 years old.
The delivery from Earth to the year 5000 has been so lately, especially with all these shipping
Supply
malfunctions
chain
that are going on.
Some
So,
issues, yeah.
it's been hit or miss. What do you get?
No funnel cakes up there, I'm assuming too.
No, hold on. This is really awkward. Okay,
It's like he pulled back his foreskin. That was a little off.
yes.
So
Anteaters
I
for life.
recognize that lip.
So Sammy Davis Jr., asked me, can I get a PowerPoint presentation into here? I
Yes.
looked into it. Yes, we can. I'm going to pull it up. You're going to have to guide me through it,
Okay,
as I'm going to have to go slide for slide for you.
you've got it.
But let's see if we get this going.
Yeah.
And there we go. So your grievance is against Beer Garden Jim, it looks like.
I could have went for the low hanging fruit. I could have went for Ken WO. I could have went for White Sox Dave. But I've had a relationship with Jim for about the past year now, and I just can't do it anymore. So and everyone is going to see why. And I think nothing is more indicative than this first slide. Mr. Teresi, can you bring me to slide number 1, please? Guys, we've all seen this. What is happening? I mean, what else do I have to say? I mean, Jim, yeah, I mean, he's classically handsome in the way a camel is, maybe, but I mean, guys, and here's the second thing to go to my third point. Jim has been to a lot of Sox games, yet he seems to never bring his wife to any of the games.
That's true. That's true.
She's CGI.
I wonder why.
A little
Is it
suspicious.
because
I
she was
agree.
created in a Pixar lab? Is that what we're dealing with here?
I have met her. She is that good looking. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't
I
lie.
wouldn't bring.
That would bring you to your next point then.
That brings me to my next slide.
Oh, I thought your next point.
Oh no, my next point. Yeah. So Jim, I mean, it's got to be hanging down to his knees for Christ's sake. That is the only explanation that we can go with at this point. I know Jim doesn't have a good personality. And he's just hanging on to that goatee like it's the last shred of his dignity. So it's got to be the baby arm holding the apple at this point. So I believe we can proceed to slide number 2. Oh, so his name is Beer Garden Jim, but all we ever see is beer. We never see the garden. I mean, for all we know, this is what his garden could look like. Dust Bowl. Oklahoma. I mean, and look at the people who he has helping him, who is a questionable character, if I may say so myself. And, Jim, I didn't want to tell everyone on Twitter this, but whenever he kills a rabbit, he texts me and it's like, I just ended the life of the cutest rabbit you've ever seen in your life. What's wrong with you, man?
Terrible. That's
Terrible. It just goes back to, his personality being awful. I believe we can proceed to slide number 3. Oh, yeah. If a gun was pointed to my head, right, and someone said, Sammy, this is the year 5000. If we're going to kill you and send you to, I don't know, the year 7000. What rap rock band that has 2 good songs from the early aughts would you want to attach yourself to? And 311 is nowhere on that list. Like I said, first I'm going number 1, Limp Bizkit, who I saw Limp Bizkit at the Metro for their after show, and it was a revelation. 311 what do they do? They play Tinley once every 5 years, and like Jim and like 6 of his friends show up. I mean, come on. I mean, POD, like they had that one song, and it's better than everything 311. So it's just, and I was a juggalo, admittedly, in high school. And
oh my God, this is a revelation!
Wow.
Okay, yeah,
big
I've got to do this, guys. I got more hair in my mouth than.
There you go.
That's why you have to hide your face more than anything.
I've got more hair in my mouth than the stars of the Emmanuel movies from cinema. So.
Why didn't you paint yourself as a juggalo instead of this beard?
Right.
Oh my God, that would have been so much better.
I mean, they have
never did the juggalo painting, even though I was, I would have Fago sprayed on me to and fro, but there was never any face. I have sensitive skin. I can't do that. Yeah, Incubus, Saliva, Crazy Town. Okay, Crazy Town.
Oh my God!
You guys remember Crazy Town, right? Come my lady.
Come
my lady.
Yep.
Come my lady. Shady what was his name? Shifty Shady. What the fuck was that guy's name?
This is not going to be a good road to go down. Get past Crazy Town.
Okay.
I think it was a perfect road to go down.
Keep moving. Keep it moving.
Motherfucker.
Okay. We can proceed to the next slide.
No.
Easy.
Amber is the color of their shitty music. Like,
literally,
it's funny. That is.
I forgot to mention that. Okay. Every day Jim is tweeting a piece of brisket or a piece of ribs or hamburger. This is the real stuff that we get on the group chat. These are the actual pictures of Jim's food. Look at that steak. I mean, that steak you could use as a jack if you had to change a tire on your car. I mean, his chicken wings, like I guess jerk chicken is supposed to look like that, but he doesn't make jerk chicken. He's like, I smoked this for 32 hours and then I put it in a crock pot for 6 and then I put it back in the oven for 2 and then I put it in the microwave for 45. Like Jim. And then whenever Jim does hamburgers, we call them, oh, you did hockey puck night tonight. Is that what you did, Jim? So we actually subpoenaed his browser history and we found out that all of his pictures that he tweets are from Google image search. So nothing Jim has ever tweeted about food has been accurate at all. And again, that's why they called, he wasn't Beer Garden Jim, he was Jimmy Well Done. And but again, he's a nice guy, 10% of the time, but that other 90%, I just so that was my PowerPoint. Thank you, everyone.
Oh my God, that was fantastic. That was fantastic.
Amazing.
My wife is telling me to put my beard up. Hold on.
Oh man,
get that beard back up. Especially
a bunch of juggalos showing up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially because now we know that you're a huge ICP fan, and I think we should spend the rest of our time talking about that. But if you do have another grievance, I'd be happy to hear that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I do have a couple more. I didn't want to piggyback off of most of what everyone said, but as much as I hate Jim, and I want him to fall down the stairs and other things like that. Hold on, my beard is falling underneath my ears and I can't. Okay, there we go. Jim and I share a bond about ketchup on hot dogs, and I will fight anyone who slanders ketchup on hot dogs. Yes, you can make the argument that ketchup on a Chicago-style dog is not, the correct flavor profile, but 49 other states are out there putting ketchup on hot dogs. What makes us better to say that we cannot put ketchup on hot dogs? So people who shame ketchup hot dog people, that is definitely a grievance of mine. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that.
So I don't shame anybody for anything they put on their hot dogs, because I myself,
Mr. Magic Shell,
I raw dog. I raw dog.
You like to go neat. You like to have your hot dogs neat.
My hot dogs are neat. No,
wait a second, what? You don't put anything on it?
Nothing.
I don't put anything on there. Just a bun. And
God,
yeah,
you are so basic.
Yes, of course.
Bring it, Josh. Bring it, you motherfucker.
God,
I'll raw dog hot dogs all fucking day. I don't care. I'm not embarrassed of it.
Somebody save that soundbite too.
God.
I'm actually gonna defend Sammy Davis Jr. 5000 here.
Thank you.
Not because I put ketchup on my hot dogs. That's not really my preference. But there was a game this year when he came down to the 108 and farted directly in my face, and the flavor, the aroma from the ketchup with the hot dog was absolutely perfect. And I think mustard would have turned me off. Mustard would have
Heavenly.
made me sick, but the ketchup part made me feel great. It was, it was wonderful.
Oh, and I thank you for mentioning that, Beat, because that brings me to my next grievance, which is in the introduction video, My Sox Summer said, and then we got Sammy coming on, who's in the fucking White Sox fucking investigation force. Okay. Over the summer, we put literally 300 White Sox Twitter Bureau of Investigation stickers in your seats, on your back, like on your nose. One time, I think we put them, and it's like, were you not looking at the sticker?
I had one on my phone until about 4 weeks ago, and I took it off. I'm sorry.
Oh, boo!
It wasn't. It didn't look like anything anymore. It would like run off.
That is because
I can get you a good sticker guy.
That is because I spent like $6 for 400 stickers.
Yeah,
and you get what you pay for in this economy. Thanks, Biden.
Yeah, what a douche. The sticker thing has just gone totally downhill since he got
sticker market.
I mean, inflation, GDP. I mean, Beefloaf can tell you about those numbers. He's all over that stuff.
There's no question. Yeah.
Us
accountants know all about that shit. Absolutely. Yeah, it's fucked.
It's a
technical term, but we are fucked. Yes, that's correct.
This was going to be my main grievance, but I didn't. After thinking about it, there was no way I could do 20 minutes on this. But I think I'll get a lot of supporters for this one. People who don't pull up into the intersection in a left turn light.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
My God.
Totally correct.
Yes.
I will tell you guys a story. One time I was going down 26th Street, trying to turn left onto Archer, and there was this guy who just stood at the light, and I'm beeping, and I'm doing the thing where they think they're looking in your rear view mirror, but they're not, and I'm going like that, and then all of a sudden I see the reverse lights turn on. I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna murder me. So he gets out of the car. If this man was 100 years old, I'd be calling him young. And he looks at me, he takes his cane, taps it 3 times on the hood of my car, and then goes back into his car. And I said, that's exactly how I would have played that. That's he intimidated me. I mean, there was nothing else I was frozen in the moment. So
that is one of the more infuriating things that can occur when you're driving, is that because especially so near my house, like 900% of the streets have red light cams, and I'm like, now I know I'm just stuck because I can't just roll through behind this guy because I'm gonna get blown up with the red light ticket. So I just got to sit here like an asshole and wait another light.
Oh, can't stand it.
Absolutely,
it's really bad on 31st and Halstead.
Oh my God, that is no man's
terrible
land.
At that intersection. Yes, totally agree.
What I do is I would go down 30th and then just either go around by McGuane Park and just go all the way around if I have to go on that side.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say you just cut through the gas station. Let's just
jump in the
gas
the
station.
BP right there.
Yeah, that's an OG move right there. Just kind of, I do that when I'm going to the grocery store. I do that.
Well, so that's the G move when you're getting off the expressway by Sox Park on 31st.
I got
and
two
there's
tickets doing that.
no turn on red there, but
Right.
you could drive
I
into Farrell's
always turn
parking
on
lot
red.
and then
I got
go
2
through.
tickets doing that both times, going through the Farrell's lot. One was on the 4th of July. while across the street, there's a kid lighting off like 20-inch mortars, and I'm like,
Oh, that's fine.
I'm like, you're gonna pull me over for this through the parking lot, and that kid is about to invade North Korea.
I like that, Josh.
protested. I got Italian ice. I already ate it though. It was fast. I got it there quick, and I ate it already.
Josh doesn't like the intersection at 31st and Halstead, but yet he wants to put more drive-throughs on Halstead.
Don't even get me.
there it is.
It's gonna be the worst.
Don't
It's
even
gonna be the
get
worst.
me started.
There is a
because
drive-through at
that's a
31st and
Starbucks.
Halstead.
Screw you, my Sox Summer. That is a Starbucks not on the corner of the street. And that's one of my grievances. Fuck you, Starbucks. You should be on the corner of the street because holy fucking shit. You have 6 fucking cars and 2 of them are cops in line creating a fucking traffic jam at 31st and Halstead. Or if you're on the north side on Western Avenue all the way from freaking Lane Tech past the bowling alley, everyone's lining up to go to the Starbucks. The coffee sucks. Why are we going there? Why?
I don't know.
Why recreate traffic jams? And you know what? It's Starbucks' fault because every Starbucks should be on a freaking corner if you're gonna have a freaking drive-through and not in the middle of the goddamn freaking street causing traffic jams all over Chicago.
Josh is 3 beers in, and he is officially a
he's
Bridgeporter now.
We have
Welcome,
achieved
Josh.
free beer, Josh.
Respect that.
You know what, Josh? All I'm hearing from you right now is I hate gentrification. I don't want my property to be worth more money. I would rather lose 5% a year on my place or then move out,
Sammy
He's
Davis
part of the
Jr.
gentrification.
Let's just slow down there. I am white. Okay, so that's just part of our DNA is to gentrify everything.
In the year
that
5000,
comes
there
across
are
our
no
way.
races. We are all the same color. We are all
clearly white.
magic shade
Evidently.
of neon
Us,
green.
Treasy. Me and you,
Yeah.
baby. That's where we're at. We're already there, baby.
Yeah.
All right. I know I'm speaking a lot, but I want to rattle off a couple really quick. Cholesterol is awful. We know that God is a sadist because everything that tastes great is bad for you, and everything that tastes good is just awful. Like
That is
tofu,
good is
looking
awful,
in someone's
basically,
direction right now. I'm gonna end on that one. Oh, and I know you guys, the new Taco Herendera.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't been there yet.
That's upsetting. I haven't had it yet. That makes me feel bad.
So when I heard
I
Taco
gotta
Bell
talk to
earlier,
Omar, man. Omar screwed it up, man.
yeah, when I heard about Taco Bell earlier, I've never had Taco Bell in my life.
Same.
I've had
And
it
then
one time.
See, Bridgeporters, it's different.
Yeah,
and
we don't
whenever
have
they would say that, I'd be like, because we had Taco Herendera, and
Yeah.
that was a billion times better.
Yeah.
Like to this day, I still crave beef nachos at like every single time I'm drunk because they were the greatest damn thing in the world.
Yeah, I remember being really stoned and getting food at Tacos Herendera and eating it on my way to Phil's to get one of their pizza breads.
Legendary.
That is amazing.
Who knew I would need 108 weight loss someday? Sammy, man, I really want to thank you for coming on.
Yes.
We enjoy seeing you in the seats when you're unmasked, but we will not unmask you here. We love you, and I appreciate you joining. And goddamn, that PowerPoint was worth it. So,
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Really
and
great.
On a serious note, this summer was the first summer I started hanging out with everyone in that section, and I've been going to that park since I was 3 years old, and it was the best summer I ever had, and mostly because of the community that you guys have built. So I just want to thank you so much.
Oh man, that's incredible to hear. Thank you,
very
Sammy.
much. Appreciate that shit.
Have a happy holidays in the 5000s, and we will hopefully see you soon.
All right, take care, guys. Have a great holiday.
Take care, Sammy.
All right.
Josh. I love Josh.
I'm going to bring this back up just for you, Treasy, before you bring the next guy. That's what he bobs on you right now. He knows what's up.
He's shocked. He
is.
Most would be. I mean, if you got a guy who's got Cheech and Chong bobbleheads behind him, it's very surprising to hear something like that.
Right.
You
Do you have any drugs right now, though? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I do. Right here.
Face melt?
Yeah, it's the face melt you gave me.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, so our next guest, our 6th guest of the night. I can't believe it's 6 guests in, man. It's crazy.
We're going, baby.
We're just a little bit behind schedule too, which is amazing. I'm very proud of us.
We're doing great.
He's a writer and editor for Fansided. You can find him on Southside Showdown, The Windy City, and Barroom Network. He's somehow a New Jersey Devils fan. And he was so damn nice about getting bodied by My Sock Summer that we needed to have him on here to not be nice to My Sock Summer. Vinny, welcome.
Vinny, what's up, baby?
It's good to finally meet you.
Yes.
Excited to have you. What are you drinking tonight, my friend?
Boys, there's only one drink I could possibly come on this show and have. And I don't know. I've been watching for like the last 45 minutes or so. I've been trying to, get my work together before the holiday. So I don't know if anyone had this on here before me. And I'm sorry if they did, but I feel so special drinking this right here on the show with you guys. And I've been waiting to crack it right in the microphone.
There we go.
Doesn't that sound good? So,
my God.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers, Vinny.
Except you, My Sock Summer.
Yes. Get him.
All right. This is where the Peace Sitter talk ends.
Let's get right into it. Well, first of all, wait. before we get right into it, I do want to ask a question, Vinny, because we're not that familiar with one another. Want to get you introduced to everybody, and so tell us a little bit about yourself, but also I want to know how you're a New Jersey Devils fan and like what's going on here.
Yeah. So first of all, it's very nice to meet all of you. I've been a big fan for a very long time, and I just never got around to coming down to your guys' section in the park. And what a dumb move by me, because you guys are awesome, and I can't wait to meet you guys in person, have a beer with you guys. But yeah, so I started working for Fansided in 2018 while I was slaving away at my job at Panera Bread, and then I realized that shit sucks, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I started doing that whole thing with Fansided, covering every team in Chicago. And my last name is Parise. And I don't know if you guys are hockey guys at all, but Zach Parise played for the New Jersey Devils way back in the day when I was a young kid. And of course, he made his transition to the Minnesota Wild. He played for them longer than he did the Devils, which is really weird to say. But, being a little kid, guy with my last name, putting 100 points a season, thought it was really cool, became a Devils fan. Still one of my favorite players to this day, even though he's no longer with them. But yeah, it's something that stuck with me and it'll never go away. It's basically the Chicago teams and then the Devils. I know I'm a weirdo. I'm cool with it. Everyone makes fun of me and I love it.
Hey
man, it's awesome. I'm always interested when someone's got a team outside of the city, especially when they're as diehard, as someone like you for like a team like the Sox. It's always interesting. That's why I had long conversations with Josh about his 49ers fandom.
Yeah,
for
I was
sure.
gonna say, this other nerd has the same affliction with you.
Yeah, and that's always interesting to me. And trust me, like growing up, I mean, you always had those side teams, so I could definitely see like, something getting into the blood and going like, I love this team and I'm gonna stick with this team.
Well, they got a great logo, and I was almost a New Jersey Devils fan because I had a poster of Alyssa Milano in a New Jersey Devils jersey, like hanging above my bed.
Always comes back to the horniness for my.
You gotta go horny.
That's all I got, guys. Come on, fuck. I'm not some professional dude. Sorry.
I love it.
So Vinny, jump right into it. Get to your grievance or grievances. Whatever you want to go with first, we'll jump in.
Yeah, so of course my first grievance I have to start is with my sock summer. I hate his guts.
Yes. Me too, Vinny. Me too.
He wrote a hit piece on me on the great website FromThe108.com. And you know what pisses me off the most about his hit piece on me is he talked shit about me for like 3 paragraphs and then went on to talk about how great I was and how he liked the whole NIU thing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So it's like, do you like me or do you hate me? No, I'm totally kidding. I thought it was hilarious. And you know what? After reading your blog about the whole thing, you were so right. I was just pissed off that the White Sox lost, and I was coming up with excuses and bullshit on why'd they lose. Was it because they didn't hit enough home runs? Was it because Lance Lynn sucked? There were just so many things going on in my brain after the White Sox were eliminated, and I totally deserve to get torched when I have my little bitch reactions when they first get eliminated. It's going to happen now. I'm one of you guys right now. It's going to happen next year. It's going to happen the year after that. Unless they win the World Series, I'm going to be angry.
It's not, what it was, and this is what I kept hearing, Vinny, was that everyone was like, and I hate to be serious on a day like Festivus, but it was like, oh, if you hit more home runs, you always win. And I'm like, is this true? Because Loaf even was yelling at me, telling me the same thing.
You, baby.
I'm like, I am gonna go look at these numbers, and I never look at numbers. So then I saw it, and then you just had a great blog, and it just fit. And I go, this guy is gonna be fun. We can have fun with this guy. And this is what we'll get him on our show, and we'll get him to come in. And now this has started like, hey, listen, I extended the olive branch. Now there was some poo-poo on the olive branch, right? So I apologize for that. But it was like, and don't say that you're a basic bitch because you're not. I just like anyone that can write blogs like you do. You do a fine job. You do a good job. I read one just recently, and I wasn't as angry at it. So like I'm warming up to you, so it's good. So. Yeah, and I love the NIU thing. The NIU thing's awesome. Plus, you're drinking beer. I love it.
And I use a big part of my life. I don't know how into it people are. Like, it's to the point. I brought this next to me. It's little Flat Vinny. It's me, Flat Vinny, wearing his NIU gear. And I couldn't make the Florida State trip. All my buddies were going to see the Huskies play against the Seminoles down there in Florida State, and I couldn't make it. So they made Flat Vinny, and Flat Vinny has gone to a strip club, a breakfast place, and like Flat Vinny is the man. So I had to get him an appearance on the show, knowing we might talk some NIU football.
Did you graduate from NIU?
You know, it's funny. It's similar to the New Jersey Devils thing, the complete weirdo that I am. I did not go to NIU.
Okay.
I just have a close family friend that has had season tickets since, again, I was a little kid. And I'm pretty sure I had my first beer at an NIU tailgate. That's weird. But, like...
I'm sorry about that.
And I've had tickets. I've had season tickets for a very long time. And, you know, I'm kind of like the adopted son of NIU football.
I don't want to, again, derail this whole thing. We'll have a good friendly podcast sometime. But like fucking NIU football is something that is so amazing. And like, because when I was there, they won like 2 games. And then like after I left, they have not stopped winning games. And they seem to turn it around. And it doesn't matter how many different coaches and all this stuff, they keep coming back and they're just entertaining. That game, even though they lost, was fucking awesome. It's one of the most funnest games I've watched in college football, especially for a December 15th bowl. So yeah, no, that was great. So
absolutely, right. The Alabama of the MAC and 1-0 all time against Alabama.
The Alabama of the MAC.
Yeah. Alabama of the MAC.
Yep.
I might have a grievance about that.
I love it.
All right, Vinny, you got another grievance for us. I feel like you got a list there. Let's get into it.
I have a list. I have a couple things. You don't got to get to them all because I could just talk about all these for hours because I'm annoying. I'm sure you guys like mac and cheese, right? Mac and cheese is delicious.
I do, yeah.
Everybody loves mac and cheese. Well, they got the Mac Shack at Guaranteed Rate Field. This shit is awesome, boys. I don't know if you've gotten around to trying it or there's so much delicious food there. It's awesome. But let me tell you something. I got a grievance with it. I'm mad. I'm getting angry talking about it in the middle of December when we might not have baseball for a full year if this lockout doesn't end. The mac and cheese at Mac Shack runs out by the 3rd inning. Oh, they only have the plate. And I'm talking, they got buffalo chicken. They got barbecue brisket mac and cheese. And then plain ass just cheese mac and cheese. Of those 3, which do you like the least? The plain ass cheese mac and cheese. That's always the one they have in the 6th or 7th inning when you start to get a little hungry. But guess what? The barbecue one, little Jimmy in 2nd grade's eating it, and here's drunk me wanting it 10 times more than that kid. So really annoying. Really annoying that they run out of this shit so much in advance. Like,
it's kind of funny. That's old school, like a barbecue shop. They make a certain amount for the day, and that's it, and that's all you can get.
Yeah,
you got to wait in line when you come through the gates. Make sure you get some of that shit.
Yeah, and those lines at that fucking place are insane because they take forever to make it. Like they they had no idea anyone's gonna order this shit.
Left field line, my sock summer.
Oh, that's why I don't know. I don't go over there.
Place.
I don't go over there.
It's
I'll talk to the food and beverage manager post haste. I will make sure I have his email right here. I will send him an email.
Yeah, you should do that because like. It's funny and it's a joke, but it's like the good thing about Guaranteed Rate Field getting full, that means the White Sox are good. They don't suck anymore. Yeah. The games are more fun when the team is better and their crowd is lively. But I'm running out of food 10 times quicker. There's pros and cons. There's pros and cons to the whole thing.
There's no question. The creature comforts decrease based on how much better they are. Like the worse they are, we got big advantages. We're the only ones in the ballpark. We get to run out everything. Yeah. But the opposite happens if the team is good. So we're
the only fools that'll go there and spend $100 on beer and mac and cheese to watch Nicky Delmonico bat 3rd and Josimar Despaigne make starts. You know, that's just the kind of fools we are.
100%.
What else you got, Vinny?
All right. So you guys, the 108 weight loss, been a big fan of following along. I've been partaking myself, especially after the new year. Once the holiday cookies are out of my sight, I'll be going back to the gym even more.
That's a key.
The treadmill line at a gym. I go to Lifetime personally. They have like 9 or 10, maybe even like 12 or 15 treadmills lined up, right? They're all empty. I stand at one. I go to one. Buddy comes up, stranger. Yeah, I know there's COVID. You know, it's not even about the COVID really for me. I just don't want somebody running on the treadmill right next to me when there's 15 other ones open. And it never fails that someone just comes and stands right next to me. I must look hot as shit in my gym gear because people are just attracted to coming up to the exact treadmill to my right or left.
That is right up there with going into an empty bathroom, going to a urinal, and then someone sidling up next to the urinal next to you. It is the most I don't know if it's like I watch too many movies where people are in prison, but I'm definitely expecting to get shanked when someone comes and stands that close to me, with our stuff out.
Yeah.
You'd be so lucky to get shanked when you're pantless, I mean, be honest.
Yeah,
That's the last way I'd want to
very
get
lucky.
Treasy, it's like sitting down on the toilet right next to Josh and peeing next to him. That's how embarrassing that would be.
Absolutely.
The water almost came out my nose.
I'm never gonna let that down. Am I?
No, you're not.
Never.
You're not.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna embrace it.
You should.
Roxy, calm down. I saw that comment coming a million miles away. Calm
I'm just
down.
gonna leave it up for the rest of the show. No problem.
Wow.
That's gonna be the overlay.
I got
for the
a
rest
new
of the
number
show.
one grievance now.
Wow.
So funny. I love it.
All
And
right,
so
Vinny.
my last two, they both go against going to the gym because they're both things that are awful for you. You guys ever go to a gas station or a fast food restaurant and you go and you get the soda? You want a nice Coca-Cola with your burger or whatever. You go up there and I would say 3 out of 10 times, 30%. That's way too high of a percentage for this. The pop tastes like crap. I mean, do these people not refill? And you pay for the drink and you sound like an a-hole because you go up there and you're like, hey, your machine's not working. And then that like the teenager who's like making $8.25 an hour has to go back there and carry that heavy ass box of juice and
Syrup,
like punch it open. Yeah, the syrup. And then you gotta get the fresh soda and they take a minute or two to like flow through the line. So that's really annoying. I hate when I spend money on soda and it tastes like seltzer water flavored like Coke. And then of course,
bad? Freddy's Treasy. Freddy's is lazy with the soda syrup.
Is Freddy's the place that had the Yerminator burger?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I remember that. Yes.
Josh, I mean, like, think about it.
Treasy
By
hates
the
Freddy's.
time,
He hates
by the time
Freddy's
you got
anyway.
your food,
Why are you giving him ammo?
it's 600 hours after you've ordered, so all the syrup's gone. But yeah, I mean, like, I agree. I hate that. I because it's always like there's a part of me that is just like I will just settle for the fucking terrible pop.
Yep. Same.
Because I don't want to deal with it. And like
Pussy.
Especially now, I feel like a real asshole going back and dumping out something I drank out of into like the thing. So
No,
like,
you know why? You shouldn't feel that way because the pop costs like a nickel. If you're wasting a cup, then you're being a dick. But the pop is
no.
You can
No.
redo that in one
It's
time.
not about the pop.
What?
It's about me pouring something I drank out of into a public little space, right?
Who gives a fuck?
People give a fuck about them.
Maybe now.
If that's what I'm saying. That's why I prefaced it with now. But
okay.
But the other thing is just like dealing with the going over there and going like, hey, your pop sucks. Go fix it. Otherwise, I just got to go get some nasty ass flavor that I don't want. I don't want the blue Powerade. All right. I want a fucking Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
I'm getting fat here. All right.
Yes.
This is my fatness.
I don't want your
my
diet
dietness.
bullshit. Yeah, not your diet bullshit. None of this orange Fanta crap while I'm trying to eat a Yerminator burger loaded with Dominican spices. I want a Coca-Cola. That's it.
Incredible.
And so my last one is also of the fat category. You guys did it with you talked about the hot dogs with the ketchup. Anybody who says they don't like ketchup on a hot dog is a liar. I love the Chicago style with no ketchup. Or like I'm not putting ketchup, mustard, the relish, the onions, the celery salt. That doesn't all go together. I need the ketchup off of that one, but just a plain hot dog at home, no, give me ketchup. Anyway, little tangent there. We have great pizza here in Chicago. It's better than New York. I don't care what anyone says.
For sure. Yep.
Pizza in Chicago is delightful. We all love it. But I hate the argument of deep dish versus tavern style. Dude, we live in Chicago. We get both.
They're
That's
both
like
good.
It's like choosing your favorite kid. What the hell?
Totally agree.
I mean, deep dish is awesome. And like
Yes,
people
it
who fight over what's it called? The tavern versus deep dish. It's like, why would you do that? They're just both so good. Or Lou Malnati's versus Giordano's. You can eat both of them.
You can have
It's
both.
awesome. So I don't understand the whole argument. Those are my grievances. I just can't get the whole thing.
All you have to do is go live somewhere or go be somewhere that doesn't have good pizza, and you will forget about this argument.
Yeah,
Like go live in
remember-
Utah or something.
I I remember back
Go
in
to
the
California.
day going on
Yeah,
tour. Yeah,
California.
My
Good
Sock
stuff.
Summer. That is a good point because back in the day, one of the first tours I ever worked is one of the. Then this was the first national tour that I worked. There was a kid from Indianapolis on that tour, and me and him were like, "All right, look, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna eat pizza in every city that we could possibly get to, like a pizza place." And oh my God, the West Coast, like
Horrible.
They can't do it.
it's fucking unreal how bad the pizza is out there.
Ew,
I remember
that's
having
gross.
pizza in Portland it was basically like a cracker with like ketchup and cheddar cheese on it. And I was just like, this is a goddamn Lunchable and you're trying to pass it off as pizza, you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's gross.
By the way, I saw somebody make the comment that Detroit pizza is gross. You are
That's wrong.
way wrong.
That's
Yeah, I
incorrect.
totally
Way
agree.
wrong.
Detroit,
I
Detroit
totally
pizza
disagree
might
with
be
that.
better than New York pizza too.
I should
Yeah,
bring
it is.
That's a bold
It is.
statement, but I like Detroit.
There's
It's-
the-
it's a
there's the
bold
comment.
statement.
I like
No,
Detroit pizza.
Detroit pizza is better than New York style.
It's very
Totally
good.
agree.
I know
Totally
we had the Italian joke on Twitter before we started earlier today. I don't know if anybody likes Sicilian style pizza. It's like the thicker.
Mhm.
That's
I
what
love it.
Detroit reminds me of.
I love it.
I'm
Yep.
Sicilian
Big fan.
myself.
Yeah,
I'm 100% Italian. 75% of it is Sicilian. I love Sicilian style pizza.
I couldn't tell.
Detroit,
Vinny.
I do
Detroit. Ooh, it's just like it. It's so good.
great.
A grandma slice. A
The,
grandma
the
slice.
worst pizza in the world is in St. Louis. For all those in the comment section saying St. Louis has got the worst pizza,
Here we go.
that is 100% correct. That
What's the-
shit is
The comment
gross.
is locked in right there.
That's
Last.
perfect.
I
He knows
don't
what he's talking
care.
about.
The
Detroit
pizza
style,
rankings, Chicago won,
Little Caesars,
St.
right?
Louis last. You can rank whatever else you want in between, but that's how it starts.
I love it.
That shit is gross.
Does St. Louis style have a rib on it or in it?
Nothing.
It has bones in it.
Both.
It has bones.
Take a
That's
saltine
the problem.
cracker, make it into a pizza crust, tomato sauce,
It's bad.
cheese,
No.
in quotation
no
marks, and it is gross.
So the shit I had in Portland was St. Louis style. I got it now.
Oh,
It's all come together.
That sounds about right.
All right. Well, Vinny, I would keep you on longer, but I know who's up next, and we're
You don't want to
gonna be in
mess with
fucking
them.
trouble.
No, you don't want to mess with
if
them.
we keep making them
I
wait.
see some of these in the like my last grievance is them not knowing who I am. I'm a little offended. Just kidding. That's
So,
awesome.
Vinny, man, thank you for coming on. And
Yes, Vinny.
we will talk to you soon. Cheers. Have a happy holiday.
Yes.
Happy holidays.
We'll see you.
Absolutely. Cheers,
Vinny.
guys. Thank
Go
you so
Sox.
much
Come
for
on,
having me
baby.
on. I'm a big fan. I love all you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Vinny.
it.
All right.
That's awesome.
That was
He
fun.
Great.
Vinny was
He was
awesome.
awesome. He was awesome.
I'm glad I called him a basic
was-
bitch.
He was
Yeah.
too nice to you. He was
He
too
was.
nice to
He
you.
was
I
way
Yeah.
too nice.
We got to get him on the podcast and let him body my Sox number for an hour.
He's
I
just
think
too
we-
nice of a
I think
guy.
that was his first beer. We need to get him a little more beers in.
Seems
Little
like
lubricated.
Give it to my
And then we
Sox.
stomp on my Sox number in
What?
the podcast.
Like
Yeah.
together.
Speaking of stomping on my Sox summer, that's about to happen
Oh, boy.
for all of us.
Is
actually.
my wife in
Josh,
there?
Josh
Here
is
it
gonna.
comes.
Josh, you've taken a lot of heat tonight. Get ready to
That's
be
over.
free of the heat and just see it pour onto us. So, up next is our 7th,
Ladies
8th, and 9th guest of the night. 3 of our favorite people on the planet.
Allegedly.
They are the much better halves of the 108.
No.
That's true.
And
Not
we
true.
would do anything for them, including giving them an open forum to air grievances against us.
This is true.
If it sounds like I'm being overly nice, you bet your ass I am, because I'm terrified. So here they are, Mama Summer, Mrs. Beef,
Oh boy.
and my wife, Quarantine,
That's
here
Oh my gosh.
to ruin our Festivus. Ladies, how are you doing, and what are you drinking?
Thanks for having us, guys. This is great. I'm drinking
Yeah.
some eggnog.
Yes, is that alcoholic eggnog?
It is. It is.
Lovely.
damn. Where's my eggnog?
Mama Summer, what are you drinking?
I have some caramel vodka and apple cider.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks
Had
to
buy-
my sex summer who went and got me the apple cider today.
I bought a
well,
gallon of apple cider.
Being a little too nice to
Let's
start.
not be nice right off the bat.
really.
Oh, I gave her shit right out the gate. I was like, "This
Yeah,
is
right.
far-
That
this
didn't
is
come
really
without a side of
excessive."
sass, my friends.
Quarantine, what are you drinking?
Well, I've also have apple cider and a little vodka and some
Ooh.
little ginger ale mixed in there. But yeah, I'm with you on the apple cider. It's good stuff.
All right. So, oh man, I'm nervous about this.
You know what? Hold on. Time out. I'm gonna send you to the bench, Shreezy, because these are your wives. So I'm
like
gonna
it.
take over here.
I like it. I like this. I like this. There you go,
So,
Josh.
We are going to start with Mrs. Beefloaf. What is your grievance against the beef?
You know, Josh, I'm so glad you asked, because as I was combing through the many grievances I could share, you know, I thought I got to choose like the best one. And, you know, I thought about, should I talk about how whenever I come downstairs, when I take a break from my office, which you see behind me, and come downstairs when he's working from home, he suddenly starts talking to himself really loudly in the way of, you know what, don't interrupt me. I'm busy here. So I'm having a meeting with myself. But I'm like, no,
I'm brainstorming, okay? Trying to get my thing going.
Hold on. She is delivering her grievance.
Mute him,
and that's not even my grievance. I didn't want to share that one. So I was like, no, you know what? I'm not going to share that one. And I thought, you know, I could talk about how he always leaves his clothes after a podcast in the middle of the floor in the living room. But I'm like, no, everybody already knows that. I've already shared that with people. So then I thought, well, I could share it after the Sunday soak when they're done recording and he has to go to the bathroom. And even though I've set out towels for everyone, he runs inside without taking it, drips water all over our wood floors. But then I'm like, you know, I don't want to use that one because then I'd seem like a huge bitch. And, you know, I feel like, no, you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. So I won't bring that one up. What my grievance is today is that he shows so much man titty. I mean, no one needs to see my own husband half naked as much as everyone else gets to. These are supposed to be sacred things, and it is not sacred. So
Not sacred at all.
that is the grievance, that my one grievance that I will share tonight.
This is my aura. This is how I do the thing with the people want to see the, you know, they want to see all this.
All
You
right,
want to
that's-
strip that from me? I got nothing. I got no game right here.
You know,
That's just it. You've amassed too many admirers, and so you know it's a grievance I have. Doesn't mean
I'll
you have
tell
to
you,
change, just a
Mrs. Beef, I'm a little disappointed because I thought you were building up to a certain story where a certain door got kicked down, and I was very excited for that. I'll just have to tell that some different podcast.
That's a blog post. That should be a blog post.
It should be.
I'll tell that
Dude,
some
should be
other
a blog
time.
post, you know?
Third person account.
So that's a good one. Let's go to Mama Summer.
Hang on, let me show my last bit of titty.
Oh.
You can all see. All right,
Too
it's over after this.
sexy.
My wife ruined it for all of you. All right, Mrs. Beef ruined the entire show for you. It's over. It's never happening again. Enjoy it tonight.
You know what? No one needs to see the before picture of Right Said Fred. All right, so calm down over there.
All right, Mama Summer, what do you got for my sock summer?
I'm not sure how to follow that, Mrs. Loaf, but that was amazing. So first, I need to make sure that my sock summer is muted. But okay, I see that he is muted because the grievance is the decibel at which he records his podcasts reverberates from the basement to the first level all the way to our top level, so much that I am surprised that it doesn't wake up little Miss Shortstop and little Sis Summer. I can hear it all the way. It actually shakes the first floor when he laughs or guffaws a little too loud. So even when I turned on, to listen for a little bit, I was like, I don't think I can sit here and turn this on. So I need to make sure that we're both muted. So the decibel at which he records the podcasts does not seem necessary, but maybe to reach you down the street on 33rd, it does, and up the street. It needs to reach you at that.
It's like we're doing
I'm going to defend him. I'm going to defend him for a second. He's got to speak over the shaky internet.
That's correct.
I didn't know that's how the internet worked, Mr. IT. But okay.
He's a loud dude.
I think Roxy's correct. It's the Kirkland Seltzers.
She
That's
won't.
really what's happening right
Roxy,
there.
she won't let me get the Kirkland Seltzers anymore. So.
Yeah, I do have to give Mama Summer credit. She does an excellent rendition of Proud to Be an American. I have heard this rendition on our rooftop. It is an experience that everyone needs to enjoy once in their life. So
keep hosting those 4th of Julys and they'll
get
hear
those
it.
Kim Crawfords. Get the Kim Crawfords lined up, and Proud to Be American will be blasted. So. All right, Quarantine, it is your turn. I believe in you. I kind of called you out at the beginning of the show. I know you have an awesome grievance to Barry Chirizi. Let's hear it.
All right. Well, that was great, Mama S. And I'm gonna echo Mrs. Beef here a little. Like, I did have a story I was gonna tell. I was gonna talk about how, a lot of you know how I love to bake. And I was going to talk about how I love to bake during the holidays because it's damn cold here. And I don't mind packing on a few extra pounds, for these Chicago winters. And I was going to say that I have a problem with Chirizi and the 108 planning a weight loss challenge during my baking season. But then Jimmy Vinicky comes on and talks about the weight loss challenge. And then even Nick comes on and talks about, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm getting on the Jimmy train. I'm getting on the Nick train. How dare you? I got a problem with the weight loss challenge.
You know what? That's not even so much a slight to Treasy. It's more to me because I started it. I will eat so much dessert on Christmas Day, Quincy, that you bring over. I will destroy everything that's left over. Anything no one eats, I will sit there until I cannot finish eating and eat all the rest of it.
This man is a liar. This man is a liar because you'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm doing a 2-day fast. I'll catch up on Monday.
You know what, Josh? This is
I have a feeling.
Bake all.
See, her internet just went out when mine went out. Perfect.
I have a feeling that my Sock Summer and Beef had some part in with planning because they know that I like to bake, and I think it's part of the strategy. I think the strategy was more on them. They knew that Chirizi was going to have a hard time during this season.
Quincy, I think you almost just said moron, and after you said my name, and yes, you're correct. Right. I would never be able to think this through enough to plan this. Now, the asthmatic asshole above us, yes, he potentially could have done that. That is something that is right.
It doesn't matter what season it is. We were going to whoop Chirizi's ass in this weight loss competition. It didn't matter. We're going to kill him no matter what.
The only reason you guys are winning.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I love your baked goods. I can't wait to eat them in 2 days. I can't wait to, gorge myself in front of the whole family.
First of all, the only reason you guys are winning is because you took like 3 shits and that loses 20 pounds for you guys. All right. So like, let's not get carried away with the end results at this point. 2, Quincy, you've seen me eat like 14 pieces of cake and pie in the past 3 weeks. You know I'm still hammering the baked goods.
Hey, there's no
I'm just
defending
doing as much
yourself here.
cocaine as possible to stay thin. And I saw my buddy Tim in the comments here, so I want to say that like the story that I thought you were going to tell was an old one about the time that I hung out with Steele and got annihilated and didn't show up at our house until like 6 a.m. That was the story that I thought was going to come out.
That's a legendary story.
Because that is a story that I
In the
deserve to
past.
get buried for.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But I also, in my defense, I checked his pulse before I left. So
that's a good friend right there. You're being a good friend about that.
I was like, man, I got to go. Oh, let's make sure this guy's alive.
He was alive when I left. That's all I know.
So what do you think, boys? Are we changing our ways based on what was said right here? Because I don't really want to put more clothes on. I like how I am. I appreciate how I do the thing with the thing.
Well, first of all, I think we'd all appreciate you putting a little more clothes on. But
I got yelled at last night for not buying enough chips in the house. And the reasoning is my 5-year-old and 3-year-old were asking for chips, and it was just funny because I watched Mama Summer like demolishing the end of a Jay's potato chip bag that was bought pre-108 weight loss. So I bought 6 bags of chips today just to make sure all the
you really made up for that. I appreciated that.
Yeah.
The chips, yeah. It's probably not fair of me to make you buy chips when you're trying to lose weight. Yeah.
Listen, she saw it too because I had taken a picture the day before. I was like doing it. I was weighing in at a 287, and then I had to weigh in at 283. And I'm like, Mama, this is wrong. There's something wrong here. I don't know what it is, but I keep moving things, and I lost 4 pounds in a day. And she goes, yeah, no, that just happens. I was like, what, in this house? Like what? Like does this happen to other people? Like how did I lose 4 pounds after I went to the gym and ate like 2 times before I fucking weighed in? Like, I don't know. I don't understand it. I was very confused.
Those showers doing wonders for you.
Right? Nobody even understands that joke, but that's good.
Everyone understands that joke. Especially the woman who cleans the shower at your house.
She's Polish and she doesn't live here.
So let's circle back to Mrs. Beefloaf. Mrs. Beefloaf, do you have any other grievances on your list?
It's not a grievance. It's just to answer Beefloaf's question of should you change your ways. I don't think any of these grievances are going to necessarily make anyone that the grievances are about change their ways. It's more just to share our feelings about certain things. You know, I would love it if people didn't drive too far back at the left turn lane and not trip the light. You know, but you know what? Me saying, oh yes, that was a great one, isn't going to make those people who do it change their ways. So I think the beef cups, as they've been called in the comments, I think they're here to stay, folks.
Yeah, they're coming.
Just because I would like to hold some things sacred in my marriage, but no, everybody gets to see my nudie husband.
You get to see your beef
Nudie.
cups. Mama Summer, what is on your list?
Yes, we, and I say this is a collective we, because little sis and little miss are in on this one. We collectively collaborated on this grievance, which is about the bobblehead and giveaway games.
Yes.
You don't even know. You weren't even there. I'm sorry, my sock summer. You have to stay on mute. I forgot what bobblehead it was, but I saw your daughters go through 2 sections over, like 107, 106, grabbing bobbleheads in exchange for Dippin' Dots, and then seeing tweets of, thanks to the a-hole who just took my bobblehead in between the first and second game of a doubleheader. I hope you're happy. And we totally know that was totally my sock summer, but in proxy, it was your daughters who took those bobbleheads in exchange for Dippin' Dots.
Man,
I was there.
Totally did happen.
Josh,
I was there and
you're
can
causing
confirm.
problems.
No, this is first off. It was a doubleheader.
First off.
Okay, there was 2 games that day. If you don't know better than to leave all of your bobbleheads between games, not with somebody, that's your fault. That's your dumb fault. Your shit got taken. Because
Okay, this is a grievance. Let me finish the grievance.
Okay.
Okay. First of all, the girls say let's start from the beginning. The girls say when we have to go early, there's a really lot of time between when we have to go early and when the game starts. That's their grievance. Okay. My grievance is the new thing that's been put in this year that we've deemed now the after game sweep, which means where we have to go and walk in between the chairs or whatever and look for the stuff that people have left behind, which doesn't really happen. And now the security people are playing jokes on us and they're like making fun of us. And they're like, oh, there's one over here. And there isn't one over here, Jacob. They're just making fun of us.
Yes.
First off, use my government name. Please stop doing that. Second,
I love that.
Second, everything back here is rattling because you are so loud. You are going to wake our children. Okay? This is your grievance against me, and you're yelling up there. Pick a side. Be passionate. Don't be passionate.
We're totally going to wake our children.
No, they're going to wake up anyway. Who gives a fuck?
I just want to say, in his defense,
don't use my government name.
No, quarantine. Wrong side.
Here's another thing, Miss Mama Summer. Listen, I'm all 100% for you taking the girls out as soon as we get them bobbleheads. You go right home. All right. You don't have to hang out. You don't need to walk around the stadium. We don't have to wait a lot of time. What was it? A lot of time between the start and the thing. Whatever.
I brought the girls in.
But usually somebody is double fisted with lemonade vodkas like this, walking with the bobbleheads. And I'm like,
hey, I'm sorry. I believe this was a grievance against the From the 108. I don't believe there was a husband section.
I'm sorry.
In the rundown.
I take that back. I take full responsibility.
Yeah, I think this is a great time for quarantine to lay another one on Chirizi.
I love it.
It got real.
Oh man, I don't know.
Really killing though.
It's tough. It's tough to come up with one. I will say
tough to come up with. That's bullshit.
I don't know him. How dare you?
I will say
you want me to come up with some?
I will say that it really sucks that he oftentimes looks better in his holiday wear than I do when I try to dress up.
Yes. You know, no, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. That's a Michael Scott. I thought everyone was going to say you look too handsome or something. Give me a real one. You could throw it at me.
I don't know. I don't know George Clooney. I mean, that's legit.
I'm not going to lie.
But I was going to
Halloween was impressive. Halloween was impressive by Chirizi.
Yes, and how much does it suck that like the guys can order a couple things off the internet and their costume is done, and it took me like 5 different sites and like hundreds of dollars to get my whole ensemble. No, but so Chirizi has a habit of holding on to clothing that doesn't quite fit him anymore, or that he's had for many years. Like maybe it still fits, but
no,
it was from '92 and wears the style shirt anymore. And okay, so I had a family member that came in and didn't get his updated size and got him it was a size too small. I thought. Well, he was like, no, let me just try it on. And of course, he's lost a little bit of weight in the weight loss challenge. The great 108 weight loss challenge. So it like just fit him. But the problem is it's not going to fit him in 6 months. So he was like, no, the shirt is fine. See? I was like, are you sure? So
she's absolutely right here. And so let me add to that story. I put that shirt on and I was like, there's no way this is going to fit after one wash. But I don't want to deal with handing this back and like having them return it and everything. So I'm just going to put this in my drawer forever. And I'm never going to wear it because as soon as I put it on, I'm going to look like beef right now. It just like my nipples will necessarily be out. The other thing is I agree 100% that I hang on to shirts too long. And I will tell you a story from 4 hours ago. I have this shirt and I love this shirt. It just says 867-5309 on it. And I put it on this morning after I got out of the shower, and I was like, this is kind of tight. And then I put on the Wave Sucks hoodie, and then I didn't think about it again. I took off the Wave Sucks hoodie when I was going to get dressed for the show, and the shirt kind of came off me because it's ill-fitting. And so when I tried to get my arm back through it, I almost ripped it in half. I almost Hulk Hogan this fucking thing because it was such a tiny little shirt trying to get back onto my body that it didn't even make sense for me to try to dislocate my shoulder like I'm a Lethal Weapon to get this thing back on. But I tried anyways and almost ruined the whole night. Like I almost had to go to the hospital to put this shirt back on for no reason whatsoever.
I was gonna have to do
you're gonna have to slam me into the wall to pop my shoulder back in so that I could do an internet show for 4 hours.
MSS, there has 100% been a situation where you made a shirt. Chirizi asked for a certain size, too small. You gave it to him, and then we never saw him wear it. And we asked him, like, dude, how come you don't wear that shirt, man? We're trying to promote that shirt. He's like, it don't fit. I can't get into it.
So
100% that
is this what the basketball jersey's about? Because I see you wear beef. I see my socks somewhere at the stadium. Chirizi's too embarrassed.
No.
Basketball jersey that I ordered. He was the first one to get it. And I don't no, he wasn't the first one to get it. Beeflo was the first one to get it.
These are two separate problems. So I'll talk about the size thing first. Beef, my sock summer. So what happened is
what had happened?
I was asking you guys for size large, believing in my brain I was still a size large, and putting on those shirts as a size large, and Cornsey going, you can't wear that outside. This is not a knock on Cornsey. This is my wife
telling the truth,
keeping me from being embarrassed in public.
Just helping you out.
So that's where those go. Josh, yours is a separate issue that I have. So this is a different problem that I have in my life, and it's called alcoholism. And so what will happen will be on Saturday, we'll be at the game, and it'll be like the 7th inning. And my sock summer and Beef will be like, hey guys, tomorrow let's do the jerseys for the Sunday game. And I'm like, hell yes, I'm in for that. Just like I told you a couple weeks ago that we were going to watch Die Hard today. And and then it gets brought up on, then like I show up Sunday morning and they're like, where's your jersey? And I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
So, and to be fair,
so two different problems.
Doesn't usually go with Dickie shorts.
Definitely solid grievances against me.
Anything on the list, Mrs. Beefloaf, Mama Summer, or Cornsey?
No, I used all mine.
Perfect.
I used all of my one in the intro to the ones I'm not using. I used them inadvertently.
Right. How about you, Mama Summer? Anything else on the list?
Not that can't be addressed in therapy. No.
I saw that in the comments.
That was good.
Damn. Don't pay attention to those
comments are killing, baby.
How about you, Cordsy?
No, I was not prepared with a third.
Man, you know what, Mrs. Beef, I'm gonna write out a list for you because, like, I can't believe that, like, his fucking yoga pants don't make this list. But geez, you know, like,
I mean, say 50 squats a day goes a long way.
I mean, I will say that the sweater game lately is a little, like the ones with the shoulder pads,
Listen,
the chainmail,
the 3 straps. It's very slimming. It makes his neck look like Mike Lennon.
No one knows
like he's
about
a
the shoulder
giraffe.
pads. No one knows about my shoulder pads
now.
No, we've
really
seen the shoulder pads on the podcast. You had the shoulder pads on.
Yes, you tried on that sweater.
You had the Melanie Griffith working girl on the podcast.
Yes.
We all saw it.
It was like, hey, what's up?
He's the Road Warriors. He's got the spikes on the sweater. The shoulder
Seriously.
pad. Oh my gosh. Roxy, you need to calm the hell down in the comment section. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, Josh just the pee. Mama Summer.
Yikes. Well, ladies, I absolutely adore all three of you. Love you.
Likewise.
I think everyone from the 108 loves you three. You are becoming the bigger celebrities when people are visiting from the 108 because they see these three knuckleheads. They're like, oh, I got to get a photo. And then My Sock Summer gets offended because he's got to be the one to take the photo. And then they see you three and they're like, oh, I love you girls. And they spend more time talking to you three. And I see the comment section and Kim will be on next year during this show, during Festivus. I'll volunteer for her. She's excited. I am not excited because it's going to be a lot different situation. I'm going to go hide for that one next year. I'll put in the Google Calendar. But Mrs. Beefloaf, Mama Summer, Quarantine, thank you so much for hopping in the Festivus show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
you.
Cheers.
Cheers
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Quarantine, I'll see you soon.
See you later.
Keep it down.
I like how she had that.
I just clicked and I brought in our
What
next
the
guest.
fuck, dude?
Man.
You didn't even give him his intro.
Hey, well, I'm about to, but guess what happened? Things moved around and I'm too drunk to handle it.
Yes.
So here's
Sounds like
our
your
10th
wedding
guest.
night, sir.
In his own words, he's not an expert on writing or baseball. He's just out there raw blogging the Chicago White Sox because he's got nothing better to do. But tonight he does. He's going to bring some of that intense heat that only unprotected friction can provide. Unprotected Sox, welcome to the show, my friend.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Baby.
What are you
Right
drinking
away, I
tonight,
realized-
buddy?
Right away, I realized I have to change my my info because I lost that blog. Like, if you go to unprotectedsox.com now, it's like a bunch of Chinese characters that you'll find on there. So yeah, don't try not to visit my site. It's not me anymore.
Teresi,
I still visit
what's
it.
super promising right now is like the last time we worked with someone from Champaign, everything worked out great.
God.
Almost.
Holy shit.
Close. Un poquito.
Unprotected Sox, what are you drinking tonight, my friend?
Well, I mentioned this to Janice on Twitter earlier. I'm actually in my mom's basement, which is kind of perfect considering. I feel like that's where all podcasts should be recorded.
Yep.
No offense to podcasters, obviously. I actually used to have a podcast, and I recorded it down here one time, and then my mom called me Wayne's World. So I just stopped podcasting. But I was serious. I have these twisted teas from 2 summers ago that I left here. I had like a pool day one time, and they're still in the fridge. So that's pretty much the only selection I had tonight. So twisted teas, but I am getting a little fancy. It's not just your regular original twisted tea. I got some peach flavor as well.
Oh, wow.
And of course the John Daly, the half and half.
So how does a 2-year-old twisted tea taste? Does it age as well as a fine wine?
Yeah, technically it's very sugary, and it's not good. It wasn't good when I first drank them either. So, but it's not great. But I do want to thank you guys for having me on, even though, I mean, I didn't want to bring this up, but My Sock Summer already brought it up when introducing the lineup. I was a backup, which is a great way to sell the end of your show, right? Just like, please stay watching it to the end. But the guy who we have on was not a first choice. So,
Unprotected Sox, to be honest with you, you were really the first choice because the first choice they told me, I told them there was 0 chance they were showing up.
And the first choice was actually like the 5th choice, so it doesn't even really matter. Like, we had other choices.
So you're like the 6th choice.
Yeah,
No,
but
actually, he's
my
legitimately the 4th choice.
4th choice.
So we reached out to. I should explain this because he should get some credit for this. We reached out to Steven Nelson from LB Network.
Yep.
He was down. But he's like, I can't do it. They got us in a blackout.
Yep.
Can't do baseball shows during this time, during lockout. Great.
Yep.
Little
because
did
this
he
is
know
absolutely
not
a baseball show.
This choice number 2. So, I mean, these are high profile choices. Choice number 2 was our man, fucking local guy, afternoon show, Danny Parkins. Totally down to do the show, but he had another show going. He had another party going on. He's like, I don't want to come on here, lose my job because I'm drunk and telling you all kinds of crazy shit. So I would love to work with you guys again. Can't do it. Third choice was Bennett Carroll. We all love Bennett. Bennett's like, yes, well, he'll do it. And then 24 hours later, I'm like laying on the couch having a sleepover at Bonita, and I see the message like, guys, I can't do it. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This guy too? Like,
hey, I've been there.
We worked together and we were
I've
like,
been
all
there.
right, who's going to be hilarious? Who will come on the show and kill it? Unprotected Sox.
There was only one answer.
There was only one answer. It was
Only one
in
answer.
unison. We all said
It was.
you. It said you're the guy who do this shit. You
It
gotta
was
say
someone that we
I was the
kind of all
first
said.
choice.
We all kind of said, like, what about Unprotected Sox? Because he'd
Yeah.
be just. I'm sure he's going to be insane.
Well,
And I
yeah.
feel like because it's football season too, and because you're not a Bears fan,
I
you're
wanna
a
fight
Packers
you, so
fan.
yeah.
Like I think like there's a lot of anger towards you throughout the season. So I think it's like almost a perfect time for you to unleash a little bit of anger. And so we felt it's just a perfect moment. And
Well,
so with that said, let's get to grievance number 1.
Well, the funny thing about that, as you go through all the people that said no to coming on, and you just knew that you could come to me because I'd have nothing going on. But actually, my first grievance is people who say they'll do something and then don't show up for that, whether that's a podcast, a radio show, a live show, just like making a commitment and then backing out last second. That just makes me sick. And that has nothing to do with recent events. I don't enjoy that. So, and whether you're in Disney World and insulting Disney people, and that's why you can't get on. Okay. I specifically wore all White Sox stuff. I wish I had my 108 stuff. I usually don't leave home without it. Make sure to go to the website, the shop, and buy your gear.
From the108.com, click on the sidebar ad. Yeah, right there.
So the dropping out of things last second is like, I mean, like obviously sometimes things happen and you got to drop out last second, but like there's definitely scenarios where you're just like you invite someone to do something, and this isn't even in terms of like a podcast or something like that, where you invite someone to do something and you get an answer from them and you're like, yeah, this person's not going to show up. Like I know this person ain't going to show up.
Well, that's I'm home for the holidays right now, and that's why I'm in my mom's basement drinking twisted tea. And there's a lot of my childhood friends being like, "Oh, you home? You want to hang out?" I'm a hot commodity, and I'll be like, "Oh man, yeah, I miss you too." Yeah, maybe we'll see what we can do, but I'm not going to go do that right now, especially get sick and then come back and miss my entire holiday. So it's just not going to happen. But I don't want to be rude, so I just kind of give them the hope. So I guess I'm going against my own grievance right here. Also, as you were going there, I was like, I guess I don't really know BK's reason for not joining on, so I don't want, like, if it's a really valid reason, I don't want to come off as a jerk. But.
I think he's tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weak.
Yeah.
No,
he's been down in like Florida hanging out. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, you might get tired. Then that is one of the symptoms. But all right, Unprotected Sox. Give me grievance number 2.
All right, grievance number 2 is I hate being like kind of be made to feel like the second choice, which is not in this case because we all know we've already covered it. I'm the 4th choice. But
that's correct.
Yeah, to just be made as a backup plan. Of course, I'm joking with that. As well, you guys have explained that, and I do appreciate reaching out. But yeah, I just don't like being made to be like, oh yeah, this guy, he'll do it, I guess. There's no other options there. You know, let's put him at the very end when everyone's either passed out or I remember last year's Festivus show I was watching, there was some guy on there, and he had a little bit too much to drink. We don't really talk about him anymore.
Yeah, he's kind of yeah.
I'm standing right here, or sitting right here.
Definitely sitting, Josh.
So
no, I know who you're talking about.
Unprotected Sox, as much as you don't like being made to feel like a second choice, I will tell you that I thoroughly enjoy making people feel like they were the second choice. So I have to combat a little bit on that one, because it's I mean, it is a great feeling to make someone feel like that. What's your third one, and is it this?
Well, you see, I was just typing there because you're kind of my second choice right now too. That makes me feel good if you believe that. But it wasn't me commenting in the group. I got some more. I see. The thing is, like when I knew I had to come up with some grievances, I complain all day, every day, all year long. So I kind of like, it's like, what do you get like a really rich guy for Christmas? Oh, I like that comment. There we go. I know you do it close.
We'll leave it up there for you. Make you feel better.
Speaking of government names,
right? Assholes.
But no, like for me, it's like, oh, do I really need a day to complain about things because I do it constantly? So it's almost like I couldn't think of anything to bring up here. But I do have a third, and it's COVID. I hate it. Just not a fan of it at all. I'm tired of it. It's weird thinking back to 3 things that I was on with you guys.
Oh yeah,
and that was about 15 years ago. And I think at the end of it, we're like, oh, can't wait till this is all cleared up and we can see each other at the park. And we did get to see each other, but my second son, how he doesn't trust me the entire time. But it was fun. It was a good day. I have a fourth. We can go right past COVID. I know no one wants to talk about that. We all know about it by now, whether or not we choose to believe it. I got recently, and this is kind of something new. Yeah, good. I'm glad we're all in agreement that we don't like it. This is something new. Every Friday I've been waking up, and I like Fridays because, it's the end of the work week, and I'm excited to get to work because I just don't care too much. And then I log on Twitter and with my breakfast, and Beef Loaf has just been bullying the shit out of me, like back-to-back Fridays here. And I see the surprised face, but it's just like, I log on and I'll be like, oh, I got a mention from Beef Loaf. That's pretty cool. He's like, I look up to him. And then it's just like, I can't believe this motherfucker got so far in the 108 tournament. I'm going to have to bring him down this year. It's like, oh, what a way to start my weekend here.
You know what? No. I'm going to push back on this. Here's where this starts, okay? I know I shouldn't, okay, because he's allowed to grieve or whatever. This is where this starts. He goes out there and he's like, I got to run a half marathon. I haven't trained for this or whatever. And he's like totally sandbagging his whole shit. And I'm like, everyone's like, you can do it or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy's totally fucked. He hasn't trained a goddamn minute. I'm thinking to myself, I remember when I had a 5K and I barely trained for it. I'm like, I'm going to die. And then I just barely made it. I'm thinking, this guy's got a half marathon. He's got 12 miles he's got to run. And I tweeted back, I'm like, you're fucked. You better be. And he was totally sandbagging. He made it fine. And then he made sure to dunk on me after he got through with it. So I know you Unprotected Sox. I know where you're coming from. I know you're coming at the Beef Loaf whenever you can, okay? Don't put the shit on me, all right? I like you. I tweet for you except for that shit, all right? You were out of line. You were out of pocket, in my opinion.
Oh, I really like that guy. I didn't have time to prepare a PowerPoint. This is all I can do. No, yeah, I can see that. I can see where that would be frustrating. The funny thing is on here, over the past couple of years, like I've gotten to know some people through the DMs, and they start off like, oh, I like this guy, Unprotected Sox. He seems funny, because I am. And after talking to me like a lot, they all end up hating me. Like you can see, like, just despising me. Like every time I talk, they're just like, "Oh my god, I can't believe he's so insufferable." So I totally understand. And yes, I am great at marathons. And yes, as the commenter mentioned, I have great. Yeah, there it is. WB's Wet Bandit, by the way. I don't want to dox anyone here, but
what is this? I thought that was the Warner Brothers network coming for us. I was excited.
Oh, Jeff, what the hell? All right.
The,
well,
the WD would be a good network to host the Sunday Soak, though, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. I have two more. Is that cool? I don't know. Like,
yeah.
Keep going.
You're the closer.
We're good till about 11, so you're good.
You just saw how long I can go in the comments. We just mentioned it.
Quite the endurance guy. Quite the endurance.
I have a White Sox related one, and I am going to call out a specific member of White Sox Twitter in it, and I feel bad about it, but I wanted to keep it White Sox because, as you said, this is definitely a baseball show. For sure that I keep up with. The worst thing for me is optimism, just in the world, really. And every time I get my hopes up, I know what's going to happen. They're going to get crushed. Like I was at game 4. Is that what it was? No, game 3 this year, and the whole what the fuck? I don't think you have to post every comment. I think you can let some of these go by without posting them.
It's an algorithm. It just shows them.
Yeah.
Definitely an algorithm.
But Jesus. But the crowd started chanting Sox in 5, and I was like, oh my God, we are going to win this series. Even though the entire time we were outmatched, and it was kind of embarrassing for the other games, but it was just like, oh no, we're definitely going to come back. And that stupid ass optimism coming in. And then what happened the next day? We knew that was going to happen.
2 days.
Oh yeah, that's true.
2 days. Yeah.
Well, never mind then.
Don't break that up. It's just like
we were so hammered after game 3. We thought COVID was over. We were like, COVID is done. The world is back to normal. The Sox in 5. This is happening. And then the rain came.
And as we said, optimism, just horrible. So the person I want to call out is Alex Rude. I love the guy.
Yeah.
Very nice guy, very smart guy.
I don't know him. I know an Adam Rude. I don't know an
How dare
Alex
you?
Rude.
How dare you?
Did I do something wrong?
No.
My
that's
sex summer doesn't know his actual name.
I call him Adam Rude all the time.
Well, Adam Rude, I don't like that guy. No, I do like him.
It's Alex.
But he's so optimistic. Like I'm my usual self because I know what happens when I get my hopes up. And I think we all do because, like we said earlier, you guys are mostly Bears fans. And that doesn't work out. Sorry, Gas Money Bob. But God damn it. I do. But like he will tell me that the Illini are going to win every game until I'm dead and every national championship. And then he'll like, he says it in such a smart way. And usually optimism and intelligence, they just don't match up. They go together like flour tortillas and public masturbation. Just doesn't work out.
How dare you?
But he talks me into thinking like, oh my God, yeah, like the Illini are going to get every recruit in every game, and the White Sox are going to sign Correa, and everything's going to be fine. And then like Illini will get blown out by Cincinnati, like by 20 points. I'll just be like, God damn it, Alex Rude. And then he'll still make me think that I'm dumb for not thinking it. So optimism in general, just the worst thing in the world. If you could just avoid any hopes. I mean, I like to be this cheery around Christmas, but it's never fun. And then finally, and I'm sorry that one took so long. I saw Luke being rude in the chat. Nothing new there.
He does.
Adam Rude.
Yeah.
And then finally, I wanted to go holiday related for my final grievance here. I'm a Gryffindor, actually. I took the test, Zach. So shut up.
I'm a Hufflepuff.
All right. Oh, that was nerdy. All right, here we are. I've only had one so far. All right, holiday related. I hate opening presents. I'm grateful for everything. People that give me presents, thank you so much. Keep doing that. I appreciate it. But opening them in front of them and having them I am grateful.
I'm with you.
But I don't want them to watch me and be like, how grateful is he? As he
good point.
I absolutely
like this a lot.
So I got to ask you on this because I feel this way myself. Like, do you feel like you over emote for the opening of a present, or are you trying to immediately think of like an explanation of how much you needed this thing when you open a present?
Yeah, especially when it is something where the worst is when I'm like confused about what it is and I need it explained to me. But like, I don't like to act. I've had many females do it with me. They had to act and pretend like fake pleasure. Never good. So I try not to overact. Like, oh my gosh, it's the best pleasure I've ever had. But just in general, like I am very grateful. No matter what it is, they can give me anything, and I'll be happy. So I don't have to fake too much. It's just an awkward feeling for me. And like it's the same thing as like if you guys were to just sit here and compliment me. That's why I don't have the comments section open right now. I'm sure they're all being very nice in there.
It's mostly compliments. It is mostly compliments.
I don't want to read that and have them be like watching my face as I read it. I hate that.
Bugs, you got a lot to catch up on here.
I like that Jeff Bugs says, "What the hell is Beef Fluff wearing?" He's not wearing anything. I mean, it's quite obvious.
I like that he said, "Sorry, I'm late." There's like 2 minutes left in the show.
You would think, but we actually called in 4 more guests.
You didn't want to close with
allegedly.
I also
we haven't even
like
shared our
opening
grievances
gifts.
yet.
I don't like opening
We're
gifts
not going
in front
to.
of people either. But I moved directly to you really shouldn't have bought me this. This is too expensive. We should fucking return this. You don't have enough money to pay for this. Like, you don't need this. And it's like, I had to like talk myself out of this for years of just like not being grateful for something and just finally go, God, thank you very much. And then later I will go and take it back and then give them back the money. Yeah. Because they're poor.
It's very nice. I'll never give back the money, but all the other parts.
Yeah. Or I'll spend it on beer.
There it is. Or yeah,
I'm making my kids look.
I actually have a couple left if you want to buy some old ones. They're vintage.
Babies?
Same can. They haven't updated.
Ooh. Maybe.
I heard you could beat the shit out of somebody with a Twisted Tea can. It's just a rumor, though.
Still a deal about to happen.
God.
Well,
there's a story there.
Whoa.
What? You've never seen that video of the guy like just fucking knocking a person out with a Twisted Tea can?
I thought it was one of you guys.
Oh no!
I thought it was Slim Nick, to be honest. Like you saying that, I would think.
It's possible his wife beat the shit out of him with a Twisted Tea can. That's not unlikely.
That's why my mom keeps them, so she can beat people with them.
She's just got a sock full of Twisted Tea cans that she swings around and smacks people in the face with.
I thought of one more grievance, and I know I'm taking up all the time here. You guys have grievances to get out. It's probably that Unprotected couldn't shut the hell up. But it's you had your wives on before, and it was amazing, and they're amazing. And the grievance is just with you guys, just not being good enough for them. And
no, not at all. Not even close. We're not going this way. All right. There is no outkick your coverage. We're all
except for beer car and gin.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Except for beer garden.
When SDJ was drooling over Beer Garden Jim's wife.
I know.
I just want to say, you guys should try to be a little bit better. That's all I'll say.
That's why we're trying to lose weight, and then they yell at us for it. There's not enough chips, or we're not eating enough baked goods.
It's
inspirational. What are we supposed to do, man?
It hasn't been inspirational enough for me to actually lose weight, but what you guys are doing is pretty awesome when you post that every week. So I am proud of you guys for that. I feel like I made Beef really mad there at the end, like actually mad at me. And
I'm
walking it back and complimenting him.
We're definitely gonna fight.
He gets mad about that shit. But he's
mad at everything.
All right.
Unprotected Sox, man. Thank you for coming on, dude. And thank you for being a last-minute guest, even though that was one of your grievances. We appreciate you jumping on because we always enjoy talking to you. You're a ton of fun to hang out with and to drink with and to have a good time with, even if you're drinking Twisted Tea. But we love you. And I can't wait to see you at the park in hopefully April. We'll see.
Yeah.
But cheers, man, and happy holidays. We'll talk to you soon.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
All right, guys.
We're gonna do this?
Yeah, I'm on my 6th beer. And
are we gonna do this?
5 3/4 beer.
All right.
I made it through my nacho helmet beers.
Put it on your head.
So I did realize
with ice.
I did realize something. The show was so fire that we didn't need to fill in anything, and we had some things to fill in moments with.
Yep.
Because we wanted to say, we wanted to write a few maybe fake Mazda grievances.
Yep.
And so those are sitting around.
I'll read them.
And so like we might want to throw one or two of these in.
Yeah, this is from the fine people at Mazda of Orland Park. This is one of their grievance. And it is, and I quote, all you dumb motherfuckers that don't take advantage of our $500 discount for White Sox fans. That is directly from the people at Mazda of Orland Park.
There's no way that's from them, but it's correct. It is correct.
They did not say that.
And I'll tell you what, I'll say this person had already destroyed the comments today, but I had this one saved because I thought about this one. I thought this was really funny when she put it up, which was being a sneakerhead that doesn't wear their sneakers is dumb.
Good thing I'm not a sneakerhead.
All I can think about is like, we know a collector within this group, and it's my sock summer, and he collects bobbleheads.
Yeah.
And
I can't wear them.
Life. Look at that big fucking bobblehead on top of his neck. Like he's really out there showing out the same thing. So like I agree. If you're gonna be a sneakerhead, you gotta live the life. Let's see. I think there's another Mazda one in here. Let's see what we got here.
Shane.
This is also another grievance from Mazda of Orland Park. They sent this to me directly. People that don't drive Mazdas are the worst. Yeah, we said it. You fucking suck.
I think that one might actually be from Mazda. Shane.
Isn't Brie Larson a spokesperson for Mazda?
I don't know who she's
the next Captain Marvel advertisement is Brie Larson looking directly to the camera and saying, if you don't drive a Mazda, you fucking suck.
Janice, I didn't know you were a Mazda owner, but welcome to the club. We're an elite group. Me, you, Adam Engel. I won't mention the other Adam. I won't mention the other Adam that owns a Mazda. We're not talking about that.
Oh my God.
And then here's one that this was near and dear to my heart when I saw it. This is a grievance that I truly felt, and that I think that the group here will actually feel deep and be in love with. Anyone who takes the one-way journey too seriously, it's all fun. You got to relax. Thank you, Peyton.
Job, Peyton.
I agree. This is why we do. This is why we have our wives on our show.
Just because I'm showing my poll, you got to put that out there.
We want to have fun here. We want to have fun here, and that's what we're trying to do. And guys, it has been extremely fun tonight, and I want to know from you guys. It's we're 3.5 hours in.
We still got another hour left.
Do you want to throw some grievances out there?
Oh, do I ever?
Oh, let's let Josh go first for sure.
So wait, I only have one. So I'm gonna just go and throw my grievance out there, and then you guys have at it. So my first one is at the NFL. And I want them to stop moving games when people are, have COVID or whatever. And this is not anything about their COVID policy. I'm fine with what they're doing. However, the NFL is currently out there promoting a movie called American Underdog about Kurt Warner. Yet, they're refusing to play games on the day that they're scheduled with people playing off the street, which is exactly what they should be promoting. They should be having any bum off the street playing and telling them, don't worry, you're the next Kurt Warner. Let's make this happen. And especially when I bet on these games, when I know that 9 guys are out and then they move them and those guys get healthy, that's total bullshit.
Yep. As someone that has Austin Eckler and Tyreek Hill on their fantasy football team, and they're both on the COVID list right now,
not good.
I'm not liking my chances in the fantasy football playoff. I'm just not. All right.
We'll go around the horn. Go around the horn here.
Start with Josh.
And I will start with Josh because it sounds like Josh got a lot.
He's got a lot.
So,
All
Josh,
right.
first up.
Number 1 on my list, Roxy. You need to calm down, girl. All right?
Fuck that.
Maybe we need to do a double date in which Kim and I take you and your new boy to a Bulls game and we chill, and you and Kim spread gossip about me, and then you got a lot more ammo than you currently have tonight that you could use against me. But damn, the distance you go on one little thing is incredible.
It's good.
And I can't wait to see you again at a White Sox game.
Josh,
Second.
Whoa. On your, we're gonna linger on this one for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Terrible
like
idea.
I'm sitting down to take a piss. Okay.
Terrible idea. Terrible of idea going to a Bulls game, because why would you want to be in somewhere for 3 hours when you know you're going to have to go to the bathroom at some point in that, and this shit's going to come up again? You should be going for like some kind of 30-minute date.
There's halftime.
You don't give a shit.
There's halftime.
Or maybe you will.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2. I see Janice is talking a little smack in the comment section. Janice declining my offer. All right. A little White Sox Twitter drama right there. A little background. Not many know, but Janice is on my grievance list. Third, Frankie, my dog. Ever since we moved, dude, you can poop within 1,000 feet of our new house. We do not need to walk 4 city blocks before you need to take a poop. It's going to be 5 degrees soon. I get it. It's going to be 55 degrees on Christmas. That doesn't mean I'm going to let you off the leash and run around in Donovan Park for you to poop. All right? We got to figure this out. We got to figure out when you got to take a shit.
That's where we played Little League.
4th on my list, carjacker.
No, hold on.
Frankie, the thing is, like, I see where Frankie's coming from, right? Because, like, I know where you live, and you're close to the stockyards. You could probably smell all these other animals hanging out.
Yeah,
and he's like, I don't want to be around.
Go the other way. Yeah.
It's like goats and shit that like I don't want to deal with. I want to go away from these so that I could kind of shit in peace.
Yeah. What I was seeing is Frankie knows that Josh might be carrying a couple extra pounds. So she's like, listen, I need to fix this in the only way I know how, and it is to walk his rotund ass around the block about 7 times before I take a shit.
Frankie's walking Josh.
Thank you, Frankie.
Yeah.
Come run some hills with this, Josh. Let's do it.
Sometimes, yes. 4th, carjackers. Go fuck yourselves. 5th, the amount of spam emails and phone calls that have come since buying a house. Where the fuck are you guys coming from? And I can't block you enough. I think I've got like 17 blocked phone numbers and about 700 blocked email addresses. It is ridiculous. When you buy a house, just prepare for all the spam that's coming your way. And then the White Sox grievance. The Chicago White Sox need to figure out their parking situation. Holy shit. If it is a 7 o'clock game, I leave my house at 6:30, and within 20 minutes leaving my house, I can get into my seat in section 108 with the beer in 20 minutes. I feel so sorry for everyone that's lined up to park at 37th and Halstead, because by the time you get into the stadium, it's in the 4th inning. Chicago White Sox, Brooks Boyer, whoever is in fucking charge of the parking at Guaranteed Rate Field, you have more fucking parking spaces than the United Center and Soldier Field combined. You need to figure this shit out. Because if not, let's take over the parking spaces, as Beefloaf has suggested in the past, and make it green areas. Yes. Because holy hell, you guys can't figure this shit out. And you have extra spots at McCormick Place? McCormick Place? Why the fuck do you have extra spots at McCormick Place? You don't need it. There's plenty of spots around the fucking stadium if you just hired enough fucking people to take care of the parking spots. You hire the people who give half a shit, and then the other people give a quarter of a shit, and that's why people can't get into the fucking stadium before first pitch, even though they're in the line for 2 fucking hours just to park their car. You need to figure this shit out before 2022 right now. That is the number one marketing sales thing right now for the Chicago White Sox. You need to figure out the parking situation at Guarantee Rate Field. You don't have an excuse. You need to figure out. It is absolutely pathetic. Speaking of absolutely pathetic, my last thing on the grievance list.
Yes.
My last thing on the grievance list, TikTok. Why the fuck are we dancing all the goddamn time? You're not good at it. My fellow white people, my fellow white girls, you are not good at dancing. Stop fucking dancing like it's interpretive dance. Like, woo, I am dancing and talk about some situation with my boy. It doesn't fucking make any sense. Holy shit. Bring back Vine. At least that shit was 6 seconds long. TikTok is 2 minutes long. I don't need to see you dancing that fucking long. Shut it down. Your information is going straight to China, which they're building a fucking database about you over there. So stop using TikTok for God's sakes, especially if you're one concerned about sharing your information overseas or who has your data information because it's a fucking Chinese company. Stop using it. And if you do use it, stop fucking dancing. Nobody needs to see it.
Man. First off, I'm surprised Josh is on TikTok. Second,
not on TikTok.
I'm not.
I just see it on Twitter.
I am not surprised.
The parking situation thing, I agree with it 50%. 50% of the responsibility lies within the people that have only been to a handful of White Sox games since 2005 that know we have sucked probably since about 2013. And we're like, you don't got to get there early. Fucking show up 20 minutes before first pitch, you're going to get in. Games change, motherfuckers. It's time to get in there a little early. When I went to the Bulls game just recently, I didn't try to show up there, 20 minutes before tip and expect to be walked right in. Fuck no. We got there like an hour and a half, 2 hours early so we could walk in, take the time, go around and do this. Also, coming as a guy that likes to get extra maybe giveaways, I don't give a fuck if you're sitting in traffic on the fucking 90-94. That's your fault. That's like leaving your shit in the middle of a two-inning a doubleheader. If you leave your shit unprotected, I'm gonna steal it.
I knew it was coming back to this. I knew you were gonna try and circle it back.
Justifying stealing from other people. I get it.
Straight back.
Josh is bringing the fire, though. I like it. He has channeled his inner MSS here, like with his passion. He gets 6 beers in, and look at this, man. I love it. I love everything about this. I want to bottle this and sell this to people starting their own podcast.
All right. I want beef next because I feel like I see MSS has some shit written down. I know
I'm going to cut a lot.
Kind of like me. You don't have a lot to
I don't
give.
have a lot. I got one.
Give me the one.
I got one. People who lose their goddamn Twitter account right when I'm making big strides for the 108 tourney bracket. This tournament is going on 5 years. It gets a million zillion eyeballs. If you lose your fucking Twitter account, I don't give a fuck about you anymore. I'm not going to worry about, sneaking you into the bracket. It doesn't matter, okay? So if you're someone who fucked up and lost your Twitter account, I don't care. I'm not looking for you anymore, all right? It's been a struggle to try and find people. It's like, so-and-so lost Kerry lost his Twitter account. I don't know what the fuck Twitter account he is right now. I'm not going to – how can I put him in? Look, I'm trying to make a bracket. If you lose this shit, you're fucked. I'm sorry. You better reach out to me and make sure I know who the fuck you are on Twitter right now.
Yeah. I mean, that's
so
legit.
Real quick. Comic Punk Guy, you asked, is there a 108 section beer? There is.
There is.
It's sold out right now, but Goose Island made a little Friday lager. And we're trying to get it back out there into the world. So feel free to just let Goose Island know that you want more of it.
Yeah.
And Carrie and Juan Uribe's Cup, get your shit together.
They can take over my spot because you know what's going to happen? An extra bonus grievance. My grievance against Beef Loaf or anyone that makes these March Madness social media, Twitter personality brackets. Go fuck yourselves. Okay? I see what you're doing. You're trying to create unofficial drama, fake drama, and having these people vote against each other. You know what, Peyton? That's fine because you're going to get like a 4th seed.
What happened,
and you're
Josh?
going to be paired with the 13th seed that I don't even know who this person is on Twitter. You know who I get paired against, Peyton? Layla Rahimi. That's who I get paired against in my bracket because Beefloaf determines, Josh Nelson, I'm going to put him in the media bracket. Oh, better yet, let's have him face Sox Machine. Let's have a Jim and Josh battle in the first round. Yeah, that's great for our brand. Thank you, asshole. Yes, let's fight against each other because I know exactly what you're going for. And if I don't get that, then I get either paired up with like Layla Rahimi, which I'm going to get totally fucking railroaded, which thank you for that.
You will.
Chris Tannenhill. Yeah, I'll get railroaded there. Herbie, sure. Why not? Let me just lose 80-20 or put me up against Lawrence Holmes, a 2-15 matchup. Yeah, sure. I'll lose 90-10%. Thank you. I'm out on the first day. God bless you, Beefloaf. I'm out of the 108 tournament. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Coming from one of my real life best friends to totally fuck me over on the first day of the 108 tournament.
Gosh.
At least I'm out. And then you know what? I can promote everyone else because that's the beauty of the 108 tournament. For those that are not well known, they get noticed, they get the extra followers. It makes it absolutely awesome, except for people like me that get thrown in the media section of the back bracket. And I get railroaded. It's like Roxy is on their social media team, just fucking nailing me to the cross, and I'm done. Like I'm totally toast.
There's a famous philosopher that had a great quote that I'll give you here, and his name was Al Davis, and it was "Just win, baby."
Yep. Good philosopher.
I'm gonna go get. I swear to God, you know, Layla Rahimi, just in case if you're watching this, and I'm sure this will get out to you, you do an awesome job. I love listening to you and Dan, and you do an awesome job. If I find myself matched up to you, I'm not angry at you. I am angry at the one who created the tournament because this is totally fucking happening. And he's going to be like, well, you need to step up your game, bro. Oh, really? Oh, okay.
You got to even the playing field. You got to even it.
I am worthy enough to be in the fucking tournament in the media bracket.
Look, Josh.
Let's fuck over Josh.
Josh, let's talk about this seriously here, right? Let's assume you're John McClane. Are you willing to almost kill Sergeant Al Paul to get through this?
No, not in this situation. I'm not. No, not in this situation. I'm not.
I'm sorry. But what's going to happen is going to happen.
I do like hear him say "bra" too, Zach. You are 100% correct. And especially because I know not only does Loaf say it all the time, he also needs one right now. Yes.
Oh, easy.
Oh, come on. Those are only B cups.
These are perky.
Let's be careful there.
My suck summer.
All right, I'm gonna cut out a few of these, but this one I think I cannot cut out. My gym is part of a huge shopping complex over on 35th and King Drive. There is a Walgreens, a Dunkin' Donuts, my gym, a very popular nail place, and a UPS store. All sorts of shit over there. Right? There is a huge no parking fire lane that's on the right-hand side, right on the curb, because if something starts on fire, we need the fire trucks to get in there so they can put out the fire. Now, am I worried about the fires? Absolutely not. But what I'm worried about is all the motherfuckers that park right there because it got next level. What next level on me? Just been for the holidays. Maybe people are going UPS more, whatever. They are now double parking in a no parking zone. Listen, the South Side of Chicago is notorious for double parking. I get it. But like, you're double parking against something that should be like, double parked on, like a legal parking spot. This is not a legal parking spot anymore. You are parked directly in a lane of traffic. So when I go to the gym, I have to make sure that nobody's coming around really fast on the other side of the fucking thing to smash into me while somebody is waiting to go get their fucking Dunkin' Donuts or dropping off their fucking package to send to their friend. It's driving me crazy. And I'm going to get in a head-on collision in a goddamn parking lot. And I don't like it. So assholes that double park at my gym, That's my first fucking grievance. I don't like those people.
How can you live in Bridgeport being anti-double parking?
It can't do it.
Oh,
you can't do it in this area. You just can't do it.
Hey,
can't do it. I'm
the
sorry.
parking lot is full. I know what he's talking about because when
It's
I
not
take
full,
a left,
Josh. They're
I'm
lazy.
not going to the gym.
They're fucking lazy.
I'm going to Culver's.
Yeah, there's Culver's.
And that Culver's needs to figure out its drive-through situation.
like
It's
going to the
always
gym.
about 9 cars deep. And yeah, I get what my Sox are saying. Stop blocking the drive-through lane.
Well, that happens over there too. It's a it was very bad urban development. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's not thought
It's
out
not good.
well.
It's not good.
No, it's
all right. My second grievance is also a very personal one, but one that I'm sure everyone could get behind. And it's one of my friends on Facebook. As a stay-at-home dad, I do many things to keep money coming into my accounts so I can keep my hands out of my wife's purse. I like that. SPF is good.
It's fucking
all-time comment.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready, SPF.
I gotta mute myself. I'm laughing so much.
Well, you should mute yourself anyway. One of the ways I make money is by making Christmas cards. And I'll post about it on my Facebook and get some orders here and there. I had one friend DM me and asked me what my turnaround time was on making a Christmas card. So I replied back to her and told her what my standard turnaround time, and I thought nothing of it. So a few weeks later, I post the ad up on my Facebook again, put it out there. I'm like, here, people, I'm making cards. You need a card? Let me know. She posts on my fucking advertising posts, I sent you a message and you never got back to me, so I had to order from Shutterfly. Shut the front door. First thing I did was go into the DMs and go, hey, did I push send on this message? Because that happens a lot. I'll type out the message and I hit send. So maybe I forgot her. And I feel awful because I'm like, here's the sale I could have had. Didn't have it. Go in and check it. No, it's in there. I sent it to her. Good thing about the digital age, you know what the great digital age is you can see when the people see your fucking message. So her little picture was right next to the message, so she read it. So then I'm like, oh, hey, Dee's going to look at that, and she's going to be like, oh, my bad. So I take a picture of it. I send it up. I put it into her fucking account or like on her fucking message. And I say, hey, listen, I did respond. Sorry, no big deal. I'm glad you went with Shutterfly, whatever. And I put that up there. And she goes, oh, well, I didn't see it. So, well, maybe next year, like, I'll order from you. And I was like, first of all, that's a lie. You saw it. The computer doesn't lie. It said that you saw it. You saw it. But second, as I start to get angry, I'm like, why the fuck did she post this on my fucking ad anyway? Like, you're my friend and you're writing, you're so unreliable that like I can't even trust you to respond to a DM. And then when I post the receipts and say, these are the receipts, like I responded to you. Why did you not delete the fucking comment? You left that fucking shit up there. So anybody that's going to come in and potentially could buy Christmas cards from me, other friends that I have on Facebook, would be like, oh shit, MSS is really unfucking reliable because so-and-so said he is. That made me angry, okay? And you take money out of my pocket, which means I have to go in my wife's pocket, and then we don't have no money. My kids don't eat. They could die. So thanks a lot, person on Facebook.
I like that you connected this person on Facebook talking the tiniest bit of shit of you to your kids starving to death.
Pretty much. I mean, I see how they're related.
That's
I know
a
Josh sees
line.
how they're related. Don't worry about it.
My Sox Summer, we're gonna hire you to take care of our wedding stuff.
Yes.
So
you know what?
Don't worry about it.
I'll give you a good price.
I'm so drunk. I didn't even listen to your whole grievance.
Don't hire him.
6 beers in.
Don't hire him. I heard some lady on Facebook say that he doesn't even respond.
I'm unreliable. I don't answer messages.
I
My
barely
last
pay
one.
attention to Facebook.
This is Wes. This is weight loss, 108 weight loss related. And this is my last one. It's very general. Everyone will understand this. But listen, I really have a beef with the people that invented serving sizes. I don't know who fucking sat in a room with a calculator and said, hey, this is the only amount of food that you can eat. During my weight loss journey, one thing that has always stuck out to me is paying attention to weight loss, paying attention to the serving sizes. Yes, those chips are only 100 calories, but you can only have 3.5 or 1/4 of a cup of chips. You cannot have as many chips as you want. That's like, who the fuck eats 3.5 chips? Certainly not a 311-pound MSS.
MSS. I am so with you on this. Like
Who does that?
Like you know what? You know
No
what
one does.
annoys the fuck out of me is when someone like Gatorade makes like a 16-ounce bottle of Gatorade, and they're like, it's only 4 calories per serving, but there's 20. There's 16 servings in the 16-ounce bottle.
I'm
It's like
getting there.
bullshit. No one takes a 16-ounce bottle of Gatorade and pours it out into anything.
Listen.
You're drinking from the fucking bottle. You know it.
We're in the same fucking boat right now, my friend. Let me finish this. I will tell you what it is. I was pleasantly surprised that I found out today that a serving size of one of my favorite treats, Fierce Hot Tamales, was 16 pieces. That seems suitable. I can have 16 cinnamon Fierce Hot Tamales. It's totally okay. It's like 116 calories. It's great. But most things are way less and way less satisfying. So you assholes that decided 4 ounces of cheese popcorn out of a 20-ounce bag, mind you, seems about right. A high and mighty fuck you is coming your way. And how the fuck am I supposed to figure out ounces when it comes to food? Just give me a piece count, you fucking assholes. I'm fucking hungry and I'm irritated and I have to do math before I can eat my stupid pub-flavored pretzels. Dicks. Bag of dicks all over. Terezi, the floor is yours, my friend.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, man. Like, I don't get.
No, hold on. Alexis is getting into my face on the hot tamales. There is a special kind of hot tamales. It is not just the regular hot tamales. It's extra hot ones. And I think they're called fierce, but maybe they're not. I don't know. Regardless.
Anything that comes in a bag or a single serving style thing, like the serving size should be everything in that motherfucker.
Yes.
Like it's not like you're buying, like, it's not like you're getting like a huge thing of ice cream and it's like, hey, fat ass, you should get like 8 servings out of this. It's like, here's a 16-ounce, bottle of this, or here's a 12-ounce bag of these chips. Like
the big grab.
Multiple servings in this motherfucker. All right, this is for one person, one possibly deliciously sized person like us to eat. Just tell us how many fucking calories are in there. I don't want to see 100. I don't want to see like a 100-calorie thing on the front of it and be like, for every serving of the 15 servings that are in this 12-ounce bag. Fuck you.
Yep.
That's bullshit.
Right.
Just tell me what I'm eating.
Yep. It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. Terezi, do you have any fire in your belly?
I don't. I already gave my grievance, and my grievance was very poor. But at the end of the day,
I thought you did.
What's up?
I thought you didn't have another one.
I just had that one about the American underdog thing.
Oh, that's good.
But at the end of the day,
that movie's going to be terrible. Look at the jersey numbers. Look at the jersey numbers and the size of the football. They're using a rugby ball.
That's
American football.
That movie looks like one of the worst pieces of shit ever put together, which is why I'm surprised they're not allowing players off the street so that they can just go like, here's the next American underdog and talk about the movie. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. We had on a lot of great guests tonight.
We did.
We had a lot of great grievances tonight. A bunch against us, which was more than I could ever wish for.
Wonderful.
I disagree about that.
You barely had anything against you. Don't worry.
No one even brought up
anything. The comments bodied you, but so what? All right? That's how our show goes. Deal with it.
It was just a ton of fun to talk to a bunch of people, to get through. And we did not one person in this entire thing mention the goddamn lockout.
No.
That was nice.
No.
And that's great.
Yeah.
That's great because the community we've got here, this White Sox Twitter community that comes out, watches these things, has fun, has drinks with us, enjoys all this stuff. we can have fun when we're in the worst periods of baseball or lack thereof.
Life.
Yep.
Yeah.
When we're struggling through different things, when we're having problems, when we can only do this shit online, when anything that comes up, we're able to get through this shit and we're able to grieve together and talk shit about all the things that are annoying us, right?
Right.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm very excited that we can be the soundboard, and I'm very drunk just to end right there. But Josh, I feel like you got some more to say. I want to hear it.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm 6 beers deep. I'm just gonna say this as someone that has been a veteran of White Sox Twitter and have gone through the blog wars and the podcast wars. Something that I'm trying to be conscious of is that there's many people that are trying to start up. And there are those that are new White Sox fans or White Sox fans coming back to the stadium because they don't want to watch a sucky White Sox team. For all those White Sox fans, welcome. And I hope to see many of you in Section 108 because you guys are awesome. And
yes, we are.
A lot of people don't get, no, let's not get carried away. A lot of people don't know this, but in real life, we're very good friends. And it didn't used to be that way. But ever since Baderbrow, we've been really good friends. And I just have to say that even though, you know, we have progressed as far as in social media and as far as outreach and et cetera, we are very welcoming here in White Sox Twitter. So if you are new, don't be shy. Introduce yourself. We will embrace you.
Yep.
Because we as a White Sox fandom, we know there's more of us. And the energy we felt in Game 3 of the ALDS, I know there's more of that. And it would be wonderful to feel more of that in 2022, whenever the lockout ends. And even though Roxy gives me plenty of shit tonight in the comment section,
I love it.
It's all in good fun.
Good, yeah.
And that is something to think about when Beef Loaf does his bullshit from the 108 social media personality, Twitter, March Madness thing. Whatever.
It's the best thing that happens in March.
I'm not jaded whatsoever about it.
I love it.
But I think everyone should keep this in mind as we go into 2022. We're all White Sox fans. And even though we can be asses to each other, at the end of the day, we are arm in arm together. We are fans of the same team, and we all bleed black. And I cannot wait to see everyone in Section 108 next year. I can't wait to say that I'm a full season ticket holder in Section 108 next year. And I'm so appreciative of you guys being the Switzerland, really, of White Sox Twitter and being able to host this type of event. And thank you so much to everyone that watched tonight. It really does mean a lot.
I couldn't have said it better.
That's really good.
Perfect.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, I thought my suck summer was going to say
no,
something else.
I am going to say something. I was going to say, first off, shout out Gabe. He's in the comments. Love you, Gabe. Yeah, Packers fans suck. They are probably my biggest grievance too. Suck it. Can I get that first Mazda ad read again? I want to do that real quick. Let's just see.
This one?
Yeah, the first one. This is directly from Mazda of Orland Park. All you dumb motherfuckers that don't take advantage of our $500 distance for White Sox fans. This is directly from the people, good people at Mazda of Orland Park. That was their first grievance. This is their second grievance if you haven't seen this. People that don't drive Mazdas are the worst. Yeah, we said it. You fucking suck. All right, so thank you very much to Mazda of Orland Park for your grievances. We didn't even ask for them. You just gave them to us, and for supporting the 108 all of 2021.
Guys, thanks a lot. This has been fantastic. We're almost at hour 4.
Yep.
And God, what a great time.
Yeah, that's
Thank
good.
you, everyone.
Good hand motion, Josh.
We'll talk to you soon.
Love it.
Thank you.